Wow.
Gene Steratore worked that, became a great college referee.
Yeah.
Did all the college hoop games. And
I'm Boston forward Sam Hauser, and I'm proud to partner with Delta Dental of Massachusetts on Veterans Assists. Every time we record an assist this season, Delta Dental donates $25 up to $50,000 to the Tufts University School of Dental Medicine's Cares for Veterans program. This program makes a real difference delivering dental care to veterans experiencing housing challenges across Massachusetts. Let's give our veterans something to smile about with the care they deserve. Join us in making it happen. Visit 985thesportshub.com/veterans to learn more. Together, we're empowering smiles, one assist at a time.
points in 21 seconds at the end of that first half.
Yeah.
That's the ball game.
Well,
and then you get to the end, and it becomes tightening up, and now it's more visible for the referees.
I think we all collectively like the Patriots over Houston today. Going to Denver, you mentioned calling these games, 14 years, you and Bob. What do you make?
We've had some bad ones in Denver, guys.
But what do you make of Jared Stidham? How much of that drop-off is there from Bo Nix to Jared Stidham?
I was in an argument with my kid on the way over today. I'll bet you $100, man, that Stidham throws a better in-cut, out-cut, and go ball better than Nix does.
ah,
What Nix does, he gives him the element of physicality. He runs the ball, he'll bootleg and keep it. Peyton's got to get rid of all the bootlegs now and all the runs. Sean's a fantastic coach, fantastic coordinator. He will have Stidham ready to go. He's not going to make him win the game, but he'll be efficient enough, and he's going to ride the defense. Steady, don't turn it over. And they're going to work with him all week. They're going to work. He will work his ass off. Sean Taston, he's close. But you can see the look on his face. He looks sick after that game.
Oh, how can you not be?
That's the offense he built for the kids.
yeah. And I do think, look, you know about quarterbacks a lot more than I do. I do think Nix is a good go-ball thrower. He might not have the strongest arm, but he puts the air under it, and he lets guys run underneath it.
He does that. He looks average for 3 quarters. And then somehow in the fourth quarter, he makes one of those throws like he did in the bucket, right in the bucket.
The one to
that
Mims
throw
was
to Marvin
great.
Mims was a great throw.
He's clutch. That's clutch.
Yeah.
So
he's good. I mean, he is 35 years old. He should be pretty good. So,
So let's go, NFL. You don't want a Jared Stidham, Sam Darnold Super Bowl.
Oh, boy.
We don't want that.
Yeah, no.
Nobody wants it. I got to work there. You got to work there all week. You want to talk about that for 5 days?
That'll be tough in terms of buzz. So low-scoring rock fight today?
I got it like 13-10, and then Patriots score a quick one going away. I think I'm 20-10 today.
All right, so have a great call with Bob Sosi. These guys are going to be coming up with the kickoff.
Right. Talk to you next week from Denver.
All right, yeah. Enjoy that.
Love the confidence zone.
Good red meat out there, at least. Rocky Mountain.
I like those bison burgers. Those are good.
Yeah, good eating out that way.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, coming up, we will wrap things up. We'll give you the latest on the weather report and say our thank yous and goodbyes as we'll take you right into kickoff with Bob Sosi and Scott Zolak. We'll have the call of the game of the Patriots, the Houston Texans, big divisional playoff game coming up here in the Safety Insurance 98.5 Sports of Patriots Radio Network.
Hey, Clinton Savings Bank Get Real account holders. Unlock access to our 12-month Get Real add-on CD where you can grow your savings by adding funds to your CD throughout the term. Visit clintonsavings.com for more information. Member FDIC, member DIF.
This is Bob Sosi, AutoFair customer and voice of the Patriots, inviting you to score unbeatable prices at one of their 7 AutoFair locations across New Hampshire and Massachusetts. With over 2,300 cars in stock, AutoFair has the car you want at prices you'll love. AutoFair makes it happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, football fans of Foxborough, are you ready to tackle cyber threats? IntraSystems, New England's leader in cybersecurity solutions, presents the ultimate defensive front against malware, phishing, and cyber blitzes with Barracuda's XDR solution. Barracuda's XDR solution is relentless, fast, and always keeping threats in check. Contact IntraSystems today to protect your business with the champions of cybersecurity. Remember, a good defense wins championships and keeps your data safe. Access Security Trust. IntraSystems.com.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Busy Dog Basement Technologies is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey guys, it's David Andrews. If you're headed to a game this season or just looking for the best Italian food in Boston, then you gotta go see my guy Massimo and Aria Trattoria in the North End, located on Hanover Street. Let Massimo and his team do their thing. Family style feast, prime meats, local seafood, homemade pasta, pasta, the best meatballs in Boston, and extensive wine list. Aria Trattoria has it all. Old world Italian with modern flair. Valet parking out front with second floor dining overlooking Hanover Street and the North End. That's Aria Trattoria. Check them out and tell them David sent you.
Anytime, any day, it's a great time to clean it your way.
Anytime's a good time to be Scrub-A-Dub clean.
Scrub-A-Dub's unlimited car wash plan lets you wash anytime for one low monthly price. Wash every day or every week. Your car will always be Scrub-A-Dub clean.
Anytime. Anytime's a good time to be Scrub-A-Dub clean.
Ground level storage containers, road trailers, or mobile offices. Don't get stressed, get Eagle. Just call Eagle Leasing at 1-800-GET-EAGLE or get a quote at eagleleasing.com. I'm Brandon Eagle. You see us everywhere. We're Eagle Leasing.
Advance your career with an MBA or specialized master's through Babson College. Join the school ranked #2 best college in the U.S. by the Wall Street Journal 2025. Visit babson.edu/grad programs.
This is Matthew Slater. Contractors across New England rely on Charles D. Sheehy for precision, partnership, and reliability. From the first call to the final install, the CDS team delivers trusted products and dependable service that keeps every project moving forward on time and on point. Learn more at cdsi.com.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
All right, welcome back to Patriots Preview, driven by the rugged Honda Ridgeline. It is Jim Murray and Chris Gasper here with you this afternoon from inside the broadcast booth, Gillette Stadium. Ahead of today's divisional playoff game between the Patriots and the Houston Texans, and time for the weather report. Brought to you by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors. This winter, your property is at risk for burst pipes, roof leaks, and water damage. With offices across New England, you can rely on Blue Sky's trained staff and national resources to get you back to normal in no time. So visit gobluesky.com. That's BLU sky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow. All right, so we have the forecast courtesy of our guy Ken Mahan with the Boston Globe, who let us know that the coastal storm is taking shape, Chris, clipping southern New England during the game. So we've seen worse, he says, but still Gillette is going to have a couple of inches on the ground by the time people head home tonight. Temperature's going to slide from mid-30s down to about upper 20s come the fourth quarter. Winds around 10 miles per hour, going to knock the feels-like temperatures to around 20. Rounds of light to steady snow gradually going to ramp up as the game goes on. Wind's not too much of a factor as gusts stay under 15 miles per hour. First snow game between the Texans and the Patriots. Patriots 1-0 in cold games against the Texans, writes Ken. The Patriots 7-2 at home against other teams with the same type of weather since the year 2000. And as of right now, it just looks cool, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be that big of a factor. But maybe it makes that ball slick, which can be problematic for either of these quarterbacks today.
Yeah, it could. It's not really sticking on the field right now. I think the more important thing is what he said with wind not being a factor. A couple of things that could be a factor in this game. One, the Texans, during this winning streak they've had, 10 in a row, they've really upped their man coverage percentage. It's about a third of the time now, about 32%. So I think it could be even higher than that today. The other thing that could be a factor in this game, special teams. The Texans have allowed both a punt and kickoff return for a touchdown this year. They allowed a 73-yard punt return by Parker Washington of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They allowed a 97-yard kickoff return to Ray Davis of the Buffalo Bills. So keep an eye on special teams in a game that could be close. That hidden yardage or a hidden score. You mentioned the Rashid Shaheed play yesterday, setting the tone for the Seahawks in the divisional round. That could be something that works in the Patriots' favor.
I'm glad you brought that up. That corrects an error I made on Felger Mass this week, because the statistics I found on the maybe it was just punt returns for the Houston Texans this year that they had. So was the kick returns or not punt returns?
One was a punt return. It was Parker Washington took one back, 73 yards, and that was in November. And Ray Davis took one back, kickoff, 97 yards.
Well, shame on me. I had some shoddy information there. I couldn't find any return information on touchdowns for the Houston Texans. All right, so something to keep in mind there. A couple of things. I know Joe Murray at night had talked about this on the Sports Hub. It was brought up by Beadle in his show, Mark Bertrand as well. Potential X factor for the Patriots, who hasn't done much recently, but had a big game against the Texans last year. Demario Douglas, 6 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. If the Patriots are going to pull off a win today, I would expect maybe a sneaky big game from Demario Douglas. And if the Texans pull it off, Nick Chubb, I mentioned before.
Yeah, you've been big
Runs
on
hard.
that. This is his kind of weather.
I know he's not the same type of player that he was pre-injury, but if the Texans are going to pull this off, not just about the defense, it's a clean game from C.J. Stroud and Nick Chubb on the ground. All right, this has been, of course, the Patriots pregame show driven by the Fun to Drive Honda HRV. Contact your local New England Honda dealers to learn more. Shop online at newengland.hondadealers.com. Some thanks to send out today. Executive producer Jeremy Conley, technical producer Kevin Majori. They are both back in Waltham. Thank you, boys. Also, thanks to our assistant program director Jim Louth on the top of the hour headlines, and thanks to our head engineer here at Gillette Stadium, Dennis Knutson. Coming up next, it's the Patriots with young phenom quarterback Drake May and this ferocious Houston Texans defense. It's the divisional playoff between the Patriots and Texans here at Gillette Stadium. For Chris Gasper, this is Jim Murray signing off. Enjoy the game, everyone.
This has been Patriots Preview, driven by the Fun to Drive Honda HRV. Contact your local New England Honda dealers to learn more, or shop online at newengland.hondadealers.com.
Yeah, man, get some rhythm, dude. Get some rhythm.
The Patriots are brought to you by Safety Insurance, Catches Law, Shaw's and Star Market, Oakers Technologies, your New England Honda dealers, Credit Unions Kids at Heart, Town Fair Tire, Clinton Savings Bank, punchforparkinsons.org, McGovern Auto Group, and by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, listen to Cadence now. Listen in. Listen in.
Also brought to you by your New England Ford dealers, Eastern Propane and Oil, Comcast Business, Massachusetts Energy Marketers Association, Drains by James, Live Nation, UMass Lowell, your New England Chevy dealers, Big Y, your family market, John Dark Credit Union, Devlin Energy, your Massachusetts Jeep dealers, and by FindMassMoney.gov.
Listen to me. More urgency. More urgency.
And by Reed's Ferry Storage Sheds, Miller Lite, Mass Mutual, Peerless Boilers, Wendy's, Best Ford, Dig Safe, Dairy Queen, Autodesk, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Eagle Leasing, Webster Bank, Azek Exteriors, Heading Home, your New England GMC dealers, Neshoba Valley Ski Area, Charles D. Sheehy, and by Apex Entertainment Center.
What a beautiful day, man.
The Kickoff is next on the Safety Insurance 98.5 The Sports Hub, Patriots Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CRV.
See dealer for financing details.
We've all seen them. Drivers who are looking at their phones. Is there anything more crazy? It's like they're asking to be in an accident. And why are they even on their phones? To find better car insurance? That's easy. Just pull over and talk with an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you benefit from great coverage and great value. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
Autodesk is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of Felger and Maz's playoff coverage this week on 98.5 The Sports Hub between the Patriots and Houston. From skyscrapers to stadiums, design and build anything with Autodesk, the official design and make platform of the New England Patriots and Gillette Stadium.
Hi, I'm Sean Flaherty, managing partner of Catches Law Group. At Catches Law, we're proud of our roots. For more than 40 years, we've been part of this community, raising families, cheering for the Patriots, and fighting for our neighbors. Being named the official law firm of the New England Patriots isn't just an honor. It's a reflection of what we stand for: loyalty, strength, and community. Whether you've been hurt on the job or are suffering from years of physical wear and tear, we're here for you. Visit catcheslaw.com or call us today to schedule your free consultation.
Keeping your home or business safe and warm during the winter is vitally important. Hi, this is Michael Ferrante with the Massachusetts Energy Marketers Association. The member companies of our association provide heating oil, renewable bioheat fuel, and energy-efficient heating equipment to hundreds of thousands of customers across the Commonwealth with unparalleled 24/7 service, no matter what the winter season may bring. And when the temperatures turn warmer, you can rely on these companies for air conditioning and heating system upgrades. To learn more about our members and clean, renewable bioheat fuel, visit massenergymarketers.org.
Apex Entertainment in Marlboro is 100,000 square feet of pure fun. This is New England kicker Andy Borgalis, and this season, with every field goal I kick, Apex will be donating $100 to support autism education and research at the New England Center for Children. Check out Apex on social media or go to apexentertainment.com.
It's David Andrews and Will Campbell here to tell you a story.
All right, Will. It's game day. Fourth quarter, New England up by 7. Opponent has the ball.
Here's where it gets really scary.
You have an oil change appointment in 10 minutes.
Kidding. You have 4 pickup and delivery, and they'll pick up your vehicle, service it, and bring it back.
So you never have to miss a big win. Only from your New England Ford dealers.
This is Boston's home for sports.
Welcome to Foxborough's Gillette Stadium. Welcome back to the NFL playoffs. Drake on a deep drop, slides left, throws it to the end zone. Hunter Henry makes the catch. He's into the near pylon. Touchdown, Patriots. 4th and 9 for LA. 2 minutes to go. Herbert drops back. He's pressured, and he's walloped by Milton Williams. A late touchdown and the last of 6 sacks sealed last Sunday's Patriots wildcard win over LA in an otherwise low-scoring struggle to set up today's divisional round encounter with Houston and its own dominant defense.
They're relentless. They're great up front. They're great in the back end. They got great linebackers. They're great all around. They're great coaching. So we got our hands full, and we know it's going to be a tough game. We got to play the game the right way, and all the hype is fulfilling and is deserving on film.
No doubt Drake May knows he'll have to be better following 2 turnovers a week ago in what figures to be, as tight end Austin Hooper says, a fast and physical affair with little margin for error.
Yeah, no, I mean, they certainly earned every bit of respect, that they've earned in this league, and, they weren't definitely a bunch of hands on them, so just got to stay locked in on the details.
Now they both look to earn a berth in the AFC Championship. The Patriots host the Houston Texans. Next.
This is Patriots football.
Set to go, snap ball down, kick up, kick is on the way, and it is good! It's good! It's good! And the Patriots are Super Bowl champions!
The Patriots are brought to you by Safety Insurance, Catches Law, Shaw's and Star Market, Oakers Technologies, your New England Honda dealers, Credit Unions, Kids at Heart, Town Fair Tire, Clinton Savings Bank, Punch4Parkinsons.org, McGovern Auto Group, and by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Wilson, quick throw. Intercepted by Malcolm Butler with 20 seconds to go in Super Bowl 49.
Also brought to you by your New England Ford dealers, Eastern Propane and Oil, Comcast Business, Massachusetts Energy Marketers Association, Drains by James, Live Nation, UMass Lowell, your New England Chevy dealers, Devlin Energy, Hub International New England, Big Y, your family market, John Dark Credit Union, your Massachusetts Jeep dealers, and by FindMassMoney.gov.
Driving forward, diving to the goal line. A touchdown and a title for the Patriots. I can't believe it. They have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
And by Reed's Ferry Storage Sheds, Miller Lite, Mass Mutual, Peerless Boilers, Wendy's, Best For, Dig Safe, Dairy Queen, Autodesk, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Eagle Leasing, Webster Bank, AZEC Exteriors, Heading Home, Wellesley Testosterone, The Dome at the Wyndham Woods School, your New England GMC dealers, Neshoba Valley Ski Area, Charles D. Sheehy, and by Apex Entertainment Center.
And the Patriots are world champions again, back-to-back. World championships, 3 out of 4. Yes, it's a dynasty.
And the Patriots have won their 6th Super Bowl title. Yes, it's still a dynasty.
Now, here's Bob Sosi and Scott Zolak.
And hello again, everyone. A very pleasant good afternoon, and welcome to Foxborough's Gillette Stadium for this AFC Divisional playoff between the New England Patriots, the number 2 seed, and the 5th-seeded Houston Texans. Bob Sosi, pleased to be joined by Scott Zolak. It is great to have you with us, with the Patriots trying to return to the AFC Championship game for the first time since January of 2019. And Zo, we know the path heads to Denver, 3 o'clock next Sunday. The Texans have never been in an AFC Championship game. They're coming off their first road playoff victory. The Patriots, of course, trying to get there under new leadership, Mike Vrabel, and behind Drake May, the young quarterback.
You mentioned that they haven't been to an AFC title game, and that's pretty much the one franchise I would say that would deserve to be in one, based on the way the organization started, how it was built, the tough teams they've had, the tough coaches, the tough players, the J.J. Watts of the world, Whitney Merciless, going back to, my God, those defensive ends they had. Romeo Crennel was there. Mike Vrabel was there.
Clowney was there. Watt was there, yeah.
Clowney, oh, my God. That team should have been in one of those, at least, even if you didn't get to the Super Bowl. This team is tough. By no means are you looking ahead and saying you're easily going to get to Denver next week. This is going to be a rock fight here today.
And those teams you're referencing often impeded by the Patriots, including a divisional playoff when Mike Vrabel was a position coach on the defensive line for the Houston Texans. Now Mike Vrabel's team casting his identity. And on the other sideline, D'Amico Ryans, former linebacker, star for his team, the Houston Texans, and he's got a defense in a team that plays the way he played the game.
A lot of similarities between these two franchises. 2 young quarterbacks. Stroud had himself a hell of a year ago. Now all of a sudden, or 2 years ago, now all of a sudden, he's getting used to Nick Caley's way and some of the transitions they've had at receiver. Not a great year for him, but good enough. And we know how we feel about Drake May. But, yeah, both defensive styles, similar to each other. but I think just the Texans are just a little more athletic, a little more physical. Or Patriots are a little more by the book. Not a ton of man-to-man we play. More man-to-man they play. But it's going to be a fun one today. I remember when Brock Osweiler, we called that game, and he hit that deep post that was dropped at the goal line. Houston had us beat that day. And somehow Tom Brady pulled it out of his hat again, as he always does. And we deserve to go.
And that was a game in which Deion Lewis had a touchdown in 3 different ways. Running, receiving, and returning. Long kickoff return for a touchdown as well. And when you talk about the 2 young quarterbacks, last week an uncharacteristic day for each of them in a grinder in the wild card round. Drake May, an interception, and he fumbled twice. One the Patriots recovered. And it could have been a scoop and score for the Chargers.
Absolutely.
Now, in Stroud's case, he has been very protective of the ball. The Texans plus 17 turnover margin, but he fumbled it 5 times last week and threw an interception at Pittsburgh.
He really did, and you're going to have to protect the football. As this isn't fog that has rolled in for us. For some reason, we fired about 15 guns down there where the smoke has hovered, and you won't be able to see till the end of the first quarter. This reminds me of 1996-97. We played at the Superdome against the Packers in the Super Bowl, and there was no ventilation system where we let off pyrotechnics, and you couldn't see from the upper deck to the floor in the first quarter. So it's starting to clear a little bit. Hopefully we'll have some view.
Kind of reminiscent of a fog game between the Patriots and the Falcons the year after they met in the Super Bowl here at Gillette Stadium. Although this one has an odor to go with it.
And the Steelers, hey, I was 10 feet away where Ron Woodson got shook by Terry Glenn on a double move. We practiced that all week, and we hit Pittsburgh in a fog with that on the first play of the game.
And very quickly, each quarterback's got to protect the ball today against that other defense.
All you have to do is refer to the Buffalo Bills yesterday. You turn it over, you lose.
All right. As the smoke clears, and we expect the wintry mix to pick up, it's the Patriots and the Texans, the AFC Divisional Playoff here in Foxborough. Coming up next, the starting lineups and the kickoff on the Safety Insurance 98.5, the Sports Hub Patriots Radio Network.
Hub International New England makes it easy to protect your family, auto, home, and more. With one call to 833-GO-CALL-HUB. Hub offers the widest possible range of options in personal insurance from leading companies like Safety Insurance. Save money and time by calling 833-GO-CALL-HUB or visit GoCallHub.com. That's GoCallHub.com.
Right now, during the Jeep Start Something New sales event, well-qualified current Jeep Grand Cherokee or Jeep Wrangler lessees get an ultra-low mileage lease on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X 4x4 for $339 a month for 39 months with $2,319 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial. Current vehicle must be registered to consumer at least 30 days prior to lease to qualify. Extra charge for miles over 24,375. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 2/2. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Winter Skate is back at Patriot Place, bigger and better than ever. Perfect for families, friends, and skaters of all levels. Experience the joy of outdoor skating at the South Marketplace location. Download the Advantage app today for special winter skate rates and rewards. For information, visit patriot-place.com/winterskate.
Every January, we believe. One more drive, one more chance. Because in New England, we know what comebacks feel like. What if we told you there was money out there, your money, waiting to be returned? Forgotten savings accounts, uncashed paychecks, refunds from overpaid bills. The Massachusetts Treasurer's Office has over $3 billion in unclaimed money, and some of it could be yours. This playoff season, take time out and go to findmassmoney.gov and win back what's already yours. Get off the sidelines and into the game. Visit findmassmoney.gov and see if you have unclaimed money waiting for you.
At L&F Electrical Heating and Cooling, whether you're a general contractor or homeowner, we pride ourselves on being the most affordable electrical heating and cooling solution.
We offer services like new construction, heat pumps, generators, car charger installs, panel upgrades, and all other electrical needs.
For reliable service at unbeatable prices, call 844-LF-WIRES or visit lfelectricalservice.com. Proudly veteran-owned.
Is foot pain keeping you from living the life you love? Hi, it's Phoebe with the Good Feet store. Life is too short to be living with foot, knee, hip, or back pain. When all 4 arches in your feet are supported, the results can be amazing. Go to goodfeet.com to make your appointment today.
Have you tried Good Stuff Smokehouse, New England's premier #1 barbecue destination? Well, I can tell you their barbecue is the best in the state, but now they've also added a brewery. In addition to their 150 whiskey and homemade sodas, come down to Good Stuff Smokehouse and try not only the best barbecue in the state, but their unrivaled beverage list. GoodStuffSmokehouse.com.
Live only happens once. For concert tickets, tour information, and all things live music, visit livenation.com.
Hey New England, Drake May here. I'm always striving for greatness on the field, but greatness doesn't wait. It gets up, shows up, and moves forward. It takes hard work, ingenuity, and progress to achieve it. That's exactly what Chevy had in mind with the Chevy Silverado. Built bold, built for what's next. It has it all. Power, versatility, tech, comfort, the sky's the limit. Everything a great quarterback is looking for on the road. Because I know the Silverado is striving for that greatness just like me. Get to your local New England Chevy dealer today and check it out. The Chevy Silverado. Built to lead.
Hey, Steve, you're a finance guy,
Every
right?
stadium,
How do I work less
every
and get to
touchdown,
Paris more?
every
I'm
score,
actually make something for the
all
kids.
broken down for you.
We got the
pads on now. This is Fox Sports End Zone Radio, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. Here's Steve Hartman and BJ Husky.
All right, we're getting ready for kickoff right now in this game between the Patriots and the Texans. The winner of this game will move on to the AFC.
Miller time started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller time.
Outside, what is that about? I mean,
hey, man.
You don't have. It's sort of like that weather guy that's in the middle of a hurricane, holding on for his life. I get it. You don't have to put your life in danger to tell us that there's a hurricane going on. You don't have to put these guys out in the elements, sitting there freezing their ass off, with their covered from head to toe,
hey, man.
to tell us it's cold. Okay,
hey,
we get it. It's cold.
You want to be part of this? You want to work and make millions and make hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Right.
Sit your ass out here in the cold too. Steve, you've done it. I do it, man.
But
it's
this.
a memory, man.
Look, you played the game. There's a
Yes.
difference between playing in cold and
or just
sitting
standing
in
and just
cold.
standing there. Yeah, heat too. There's a difference in playing in heat or standing on the sideline just coaching with the sun beating down on you while your coaching staff decided to wear black shirts that day. You try that one in the valley of 100
Oh,
degrees.
I told you this, that when I did the sidelines for UCLA football, very first game I did, 1995, UCLA at the Rose Bowl hosting the University of Miami. This was Butch Davis's first
Butch?
game,
Yeah.
and UCLA kicked their ass that day. But I get to the Pasadena parking lot right there at the Rose Bowl, and the temperature gauge in my car said 108.
Sounds
And then
about
I
right.
opened the door, and it was like, wow.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And so I walk out onto the field at the Rose Bowl, and on the field, it is hot.
Hot.
And so I got like khaki slacks. I have a short sleeve shirt. I am baking.
Don't matter.
And Terry Donahue, last year as the coach at UCLA, and the coach staff run out in the field in shorts.
Wow.
When have you ever seen an entire coaching staff in shorts?
Smart move.
So they had the Gatorade, the table with the Gatorade cups.
Yep.
I was knocking players over. I'm like,
trying to get
the
some
entire game.
And that Gatorade is warm by the time it sits in them cups long enough.
By the way, I've asked this before of my dear friend Rich Ornberger, who played in the NFL, obviously Penn State standout. I said, if I were to give you 5 choices of extreme weather, okay, these categories at the extreme level, what's the easiest, what's the most difficult? So extreme cold, extreme heat, extreme rain, extreme snow, or extreme wind. Those are the 4. At an extreme level, what's the most? He goes, the easiest is snow.
It's snow.
Snow is the easiest. Yep. Extreme snow would be the easiest. Yep. As far as playing in, wind. Yeah. Extreme wind. First of all, it makes it very difficult to throw a football, obviously, if it's extreme wind. The kicking game, you've seen those games where kickers, the ball goes sideways.
Especially in Chicago.
Very difficult in wind. But, when you talk about extreme, let me ask you, because you played, extreme cold or extreme heat?
Which one would I rather? Which harder?
Harder to play in.
Heat, because you have to be hydrated.
Exactly.
Heat.
I would think
I've watched players drop.
Yeah.
I've watched players drop, whether
That's
it was
what I would
college, whether it was semi-pro, whether it's high school. You're playing in extreme, because you start in August. And that's why you do two-a-days in July to try to get used to it. But two-a-days is nothing compared to lining up from an opposite, helmet and jersey, and now going at it full speed, full throttle in 100-degree, 101. Now, back east where I grew up to, we have something that you guys don't have in Los Angeles or Southern California. It's called humidity. And you guys don't have that here. So where they in the cold, where they go, oh, it's 20, but feels like -9. Okay, imagine playing in 95, but it feels like 104. Like that it sticks on you. Go to Florida in September or August. Go to Georgia in July. You're gonna find out what humidity is.
Oh man, that's different. All right, so the opening drive, the Patriots 3 and out. Although that second down play, that looked like interference to me.
Nah, that's a good play. You
don't think he was stripping his hands before the ball got there?
Let me tell you something. When you get to this point right here, listen, this is my problem with the way they call defensive penalties in football. I can't play the game of football and you tell me I can't touch a guy.
No, but you can't touch him before the ball gets there.
No, I thought if it was, Steve, it's half a second, man.
All right, well, they gave it to him.
You got to give me, because offensive guys get the push off and tackles get the line up in the backfield. You can't give the offense everything. And I'm an offensive guy. I'm an offensive coordinator, right? But you can't give the offense every damn thing.
How about this? In the game against Pittsburgh, C.J. Stroud fumbled the ball 5 times in that game.
I know.
5 fumbles. Now, he only lost 2 of them. He fumbled 5 times. And these 2 quarterbacks today, Drake May, C.J. Stroud, I mean, cliche, call it what you will. I mean, but this whole game's going to hang on these 2 quarterbacks. Like, who is going to play better today?
I think CJ
is going to win the game.
I don't know if he plays better than Drake May, but he's going to play better today than he played last week.
Well, that first throw is about as bad as it gets. I mean, wow, what was that? He looked like he lost his grip on the ball. So right now it's raining. So it's cold and wet. It's not snowing because the temperature's in the high 30s, but he lost the grip on this thing, and that was wow. And look at the slippery field as well. He missed.
Yeah, he misses that. That's a missed throw. But Kirk, wow, yeah.
Yeah. So right now that's the weather, because you talk about difficult conditions. Cold rain.
Run the ball.
That's what we're talking about. Its temperature's about 38 degrees,
right there.
And it is cold rain going on right now in the Boston area. So we'll see how they do on their opening drive. But again, Patriots 3 and out to start this game.
But you know what I don't like about the play calling that I'm seeing right now from both teams? Number one, why aren't both quarterbacks under the center? It's cold. It's raining, like you just said. And why are they throwing the ball already again? It's a completed ball. Actually, nope, incomplete, because Christian Kirk can't catch a wet football, which almost gets intercepted, and they go 3 and out. This is bad play calling. In a game like this, for me as a coach, as an offensive coordinator, I am coming out with a fullback and a tight end and 2 receivers. My first 5 plays are already scripted. We're running the football. I'm turning and handing to the guy behind me, and let's get the line moving forward. Let's get guys firing off the ball. I guarantee you, if Rich Orenberger was sitting here, he'd agree with me on this. And this man won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. I guarantee you, he would agree. So VJ's right about in the weather, in the inclement weather, and the conditions like this, run the ball early. Even if you get a 3 and out, fine. But let's get the linemen going forward, Steve, instead of standing up and have to not be pushed backwards. I just don't like the play calling for either team. Guarantee you the Patriots come out and run the ball in this drive.
Just a clarification, where he lost the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. They lost the second game to the Giants.
Oh, I thought he was okay. My bad. My bad, Rich.
Well, the funny thing about that was he got released by the Patriots after that season, and then all of a sudden in the mail he gets a box. Right? He gets a box in the mail, and he's like, what is this? He opens up this box, and it's his AFC championship ring. And he's like, the losers get a ring? We lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the losers get a ring.
Losers get a ring. He didn't know. He thought, I thought I had to win the game.
Really quick.
The weather conditions right now, at least based on those first 2 drives, are going to be a factor, because it's not just the fact that we've seen some drop passes already. The footing does not seem good out there.
No, the field looks bad. Quick sidebar. You haven't said it yet. Monty said she wanted to, if Monty can hear me, Monty said she wanted to hear about the Hall of Fame thing.
Yes.
Your Hall of Fame. What did you wear on stage? Like, you had your own suit jacket on, but you took your own suit jacket off because, something was given to you to wear when you made your speech?
So this is what happened. Eric Dickerson, we had a chance to pick our presenter. I didn't even know this until they reached out to me and said, who would you like as your presenter?
Okay.
And the reason I picked Eric, I mean, obviously he's been a family friend for a long time.
Yeah, you guys like brothers.
But I was a big champion of him getting into the College Football Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And so it took forever, and I think somehow he got tied into the scandal that really hit SMU after him.
Of course.
And then, so he finally gets in, and they moved it from New York to Vegas. It was right after the COVID, so they had to cancel a year. So, Denise and I decided we are definitely going to be there. And he goes, absolutely. He made sure that we were with his party, his group. It was great. I mean, we had a phenomenal time. And so he had actually said to me at that time, he goes, do you have Hall of Fames? I go, well, I'm in the Southern California Jewish Sports Hall of Fame, but there is the Southern California Sports Broadcasters Hall of Fame. He goes, well, if you ever get in, I'll be there. All right. So I thought about him. So anyway, we go to the event on Tuesday, and Eric walks in, and he's wearing his gold jacket, his Pro Football Hall of Fame gold jacket. And I look at him. I've known him for 20 years. I go, I have never seen you wear that. And he goes, that's because I never wear it.
He said he hates wearing it.
He doesn't
like wearing it.
He doesn't wear it but I thought I'd wear it because it's your big day. I said, well, that's really cool. So he gets up there to do his presentation to me and say nice things and everything else. And then he starts taking off the jacket.
Yeah.
And he says, I want you to wear the gold jacket. So I walk up on stage. It was a little surreal. I take off my coat, and he puts the gold jacket on me. And
it fit good too, man. It was
the shoulder, my shoulders fit. The rest of us hanging on me.
It fit on you. But let me help jazz it up a little bit, because Eric Dickerson's up there, and he's got a speech, guys, and he's trying to say these words, and he actually stumbles a few times because that's not Eric Dickerson. He's not a read paper guy.
Right.
You're gonna get real from Eric Dickerson, and you guys know this.
Yes.
If you ever talk to the man, he came on and told us about the Shador thing because he got caught at TMZ at the LAX, and he goes, "Listen, I tell you people all the time, if you want the truth, if you don't want the truth, don't ask me. Don't ask me if you don't want the truth, because I'm only gonna tell you the truth." But at one point, he almost kind of balls up the pay. He goes, "Look, man, I could sit up here and say all this stuff, but I'm gonna talk about Steve as I know Steve, not all these accolades and stuff." And he goes, "But what I want to do is, he was at, my induction Hall of Fame." He goes, "But what I'm going to do right now is take off my Hall of Fame jacket." And the room groans like, whoa. And we all stand up. This man takes off his Hall of Fame jacket and puts it on my partner. And I'm watching my partner up there give his Hall of Fame speech wearing a Pro Football Hall of Fame jacket, which I guarantee you had never been done in the history of the Southern California Sports.
No, that I can promise has never been done before.
That has never been
done
before. By the way,
before. VJ, if you want to see that jacket, come over to the house.
I'm coming over to take my picture, and he still got it.
It's still sitting there. He still hasn't picked it up.
With the egos that these guys, that's what makes Eric Dickerson honestly so great. With the egos we know these guys got. Yeah. Also, by the way, Eric has to leave because he's got to go do 570.
Correct.
So, but Steve is still on stage finishing his speech. Two people grab Eric and go, "Hold on, man, your jacket." Without hesitation, guys, I'm literally standing 1 foot away from this so I hear it. Without hesitation, he goes, "Oh, man, I'll get it," and walks out the door.
Yeah.
And I turn and I'm thinking,
it's still hanging in our house.
That's your Hall of Fame jacket, and your attitude is, "I'll get it," but it's not the jacket.
Yeah.
It's the friendship.
Yes.
And the thing he said about you is, he said, heading over there, he called Marcus Allen.
Yes.
And said, "Hey, man, I'm going over here for Steve, and what should I say, man? I don't know what I was." He said, "I didn't know what I was going to say until I stood up." He goes, "We love Steve and like Steve because you can trust Steve."
Trust. That was the word.
He said, "You can trust Steve." He goes, "What you guys don't know," he goes, "Us athletes, we don't like y'all." He said that verb. Yeah. He goes, "Us athletes, we don't like y'all. Your broadcasters and stuff, you're talking make us look good and stuff." He goes, "But honestly, do our playing career, we don't like y'all." He goes, "But Steve, we can trust. We trusted Steve." And that taught me something like, wow, if these athletes trust you, they'll talk to you, man.
Well,
they'll give you what you need.
I had that with Kobe as well. So, the thing about it is, in this business, it's not that you can't be critical. Be upfront about it.
Be real.
Be real.
Be real.
I will tell you right now, if you've heard me, or I will tell you to your face.
Right.
This is where I see things going sideways. And you tell it that, and then you build a trust.
Right.
And then you're going to get more, because then it's the personal stuff that is between you and them. That's the kind of stuff that just stays between us.
Yep.
I'm not going to, tell everybody this or that. And that's where the trust is. All right. We have just got a touchdown by the New England Patriots right down the field. Drake May delivering. What was that? I didn't see.
It was a slant. It was a slant to Douglas. The defensive back missed the tackle in these wet conditions. But there's a bust in coverage somewhere on this play because even after he misses his tackle, there's no one left. And then he sprints for the end zone. So 6-0 with the extra point coming up at 9:35 mark in the first.
All right. So Drake May now 5 of 6 to start the game, 54 yards, and that touchdown pass to Mario Douglas. They sneak in the extra point. 7-0 Patriots. 9.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. We'll continue on with this game. Get you ready for tonight's matchup between the Bears and Rams. This is End Zone Radio.
Oh my God! The show you've needed is right here.
The audience wants this.
Are we sure about this? Yes is the answer. It's Stu Gotts and Company, live, and they land right here.
3, 2, 1.
Tomorrow.
Oh boy. Yes. I'm overwhelmed with pride.
It all starts at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, makes every playoff moment feel bigger. DraftKings has your back with early exit protection. If the player in your eligible NFL prop bet goes down at any point in the first half, you still get paid in cash. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code UPONGAME. That's code UPONGAME to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus in most states, void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Where will 2026 take you? With a skills-based education from University of Maryland Global Campus, it could take you toward your next success. An accredited state university, UMGC helps working adults like you learn the skills you need for the career you want. And with no application fee through February 11th, there's no better time to start. Choose from more than 135 degrees and certificates in career-relevant fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Plus, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, no-cost digital resources in place of textbooks for most courses, personalized support, and lifetime career services. And with transfer credits and scholarships for those who qualify, UMGC can help you take a leap forward no matter where you are on your education journey. Classes start soon. Apply now and get your application fee waived through February 11th. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
If you're one of the millions of Americans behind on your taxes, if you're afraid to open your mail because IRS collection letters could be coming, listen carefully. The IRS is cracking down, taking paychecks, freezing bank accounts, revoking passports. That's a fact. But here's what most people don't know. There are official tax relief programs designed to help struggling taxpayers. Programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and your property. Their tax attorneys and licensed tax professionals will work tirelessly to get you the best deal possible with the IRS. Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-627-7754. 800-627-7754. 800-627-7754.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Ben Maller, the late night wordsmith.
We speak fluent emoji.
Ben Maller, holding the sports world accountable.
They went out there like a toy poodle with fleas, is how they played in that game.
And when he's right, you'll know about it.
And you know what? I was absolutely right.
It's the Ben Maller Show.
So I've got NASCAR, IHOP, and opera.
Listen on the overnight, 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
Let's go!
You must have been busy. But The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Calvin Washington. We're breaking this down.
Every day I'm shuffling. There were Pittsburgh Steelers fans who were mad they won because they said that might extend Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, but that's not why you're talking about that. They were booing because they thought they were going to win the division and be 10-7. That's not why they were booing.
They were booing because it was more of the same. The offense is bad. They were tired of putting out quarterbacks that were playing bad.
They weren't booing when they went to Detroit and won that game or when they beat Baltimore. Didn't you see the crowd? Didn't you see the crowd when they won that game? Come on, man. What game are you watching? They booed? What? They booed when they beat the Ravens?
I don't understand how this is a debate.
I'm asking you, did they boo?
They booed so many times.
When they beat the Ravens, did they boo? Come on.
They booed in games they won. You do realize that, right? They booed in the first half of games they actually came back and won.
They were playing
That's not debatable. Because it was the same thing.
No.
Because they had a same old quarterback out there. They had the same old team.
I don't know what you got.
Tired? It's facts.
It's tired. You do the same thing over and over and you keep losing.
Facts.
You keep losing. Stop
What are you talking about?
I want you to stop. Let go of your narrative.
You're not making any sense.
Let go of your ridiculous narratives. Let them go.
They booed their team regularly. Did we not hear fire Mike Tomlin?
Let them go.
Did we not hear fire Mike Tomlin?
When they were winning, listen to me.
No,
when they were winning, they were booing. Did Mike Tomlin?
No.
Of course
not. They were booing
not.
him in the same games that they will even win. What are you talking about?
It's because they were playing poorly. That's why they were
Why were they
booing.
playing poorly?
No, it doesn't matter. When you're playing
what do
poorly,
you mean it doesn't
people
matter?
boo you.
That's not true.
Did they?
To get the rest of what The Odd Couple said, podcast it by searching Odd Couple. And as always, you can listen to The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. Weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Dan Patrick.
You ready?
Yay! Dan Patrick. Always saying the right things.
Here's my thought process with this. If I had abs, just think about it.
And always asking the right questions.
You don't have to answer it. I have to ask the question.
It's the Dan Patrick Show.
I want publicity.
Doing radio the only way he knows how. Listen weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Right here on Fox Sports Radio. Whoa.
Why, hello there.
You're listening all day. You're listening all night. Now, you can watch us on YouTube.
That's right.
On Instagram and X. Watch us yell.
Do it. I'm wrong. It makes me sick.
Watch us sing.
One shining moment.
Somebody. Tacos and teas, bets and Joe Montana.
Watch us dominate.
I listen to you guys every day.
And that's kind of a big deal.
We are Fox Sports Radio.
Good stuff.
And that's it.
FS1. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1. Go to foxsports.com for details.
Enzo Radio, Hartman and Husky here. So right now, 7-0 Patriots lead the Texans. Got 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. I guess we're a little shocked. Again, the weather conditions, it is pouring rain and it's cold rain. Temperature is about 38 degrees, so not cold enough to snow, but both teams are just throwing the ball. And C.J. Stroud, they are not running the ball at all, but they are going down the field. C.J. Stroud had a huge pass play, 42-yard play to Dalton Schultz that broke. They put him deep into New England territory. But both these teams have come out firing the ball. The Houston's only had 2 running plays in this game.
No, I'm not with this.
And New England, by the way, only had 3 running plays. Throwing the football. That's the strategy on both sides here in the pouring rain.
Not feeling this. And you go back and look at that touchdown that New England scored on. That ball, that defender's right there. He actually tips that ball slightly, and the receiver almost drops it. It's just, I don't want to call it luck, but, it's just kind of right there. It looks like you're going to get 15 extra yards right there.
Yeah, that's half the distance.
That's half the distance to score. But in inclement weather, I want to be physical. I want to establish the line of scrimmage. I want to run the football. You got Chubb. You got Marks. You got backs here, man. Marks, the rookie out of USC. This kid's good. This kid's physical, and he's got fresh, young legs on a young contract. Use him.
All right, so they have first and goal right now at the 6-yard line. The Texans looking to even up this game. Now they're running the ball. and going nowhere. That went nowhere.
Well, once you get to the 7 and you bring in extra tight ends and extra linemen, what do you think you're running?
Exactly. The problem with the passing game when you get this fast is that, everyone's bunched up.
Right.
There's a reason why you're like, why is it so hard to score when you're inside the 10-yard line?
Field shrinks.
Because all the the field shrinks. Everyone's stacked together. So the Texans, so far, Drake May 5 of 6, 54 yards in that touchdown pass. C.J. Stroud 3 of 7, 61 yards passing so far for the Texans quarterback. And they're a little play action right now. And a quick toss over the middle, and that's going to get down to about the 1. All right, so, again, when we're talking about this Houston Texans team, this is their 3rd consecutive year in the Elite 8.
Yeah.
They've won a playoff game each of these 3 years with C.J. Stroud. So they're off to a good start right now in terms of finding some success, just getting wins in the postseason. The problem for them, of course, they haven't gotten past this point.
No, they have no divisional round wins.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they're 3-0 in the wild card round, and they're 0-2 in the divisional round going into today's game.
Yeah.
Where are we going with this Texans team?
They need no Nico today. That hurts. You know how much I feel about Nico. And
there's a flag.
Yeah.
It's a walk-in touchdown on a run, but it looks like it was offside, I think, against
I was
New
about
England.
to say, Ryan thinks it's offside. They
dropped the flag. I think someone was lined up in the neutral zone.
It's one or two things. It's either neutral zone or it's illegal formation.
Oh, it is.
There you go. Legal shift.
Wow.
It's one or two.
Wow. Penalty against Texans.
Uh-huh. And then what that is when you're moving in motion, you have to be set for 1 second before you can snap the ball. And that's not what happened. He's got a guy in motion, but that's on you, Stroud. They're showing C.J. Stroud. Sorry for radio fans out there. They're showing C.J. Stroud like, what? With this squinched up look on his face. This is on you. Watch this right here, replay right here. He has this set for a second. You can't snap the ball while he's still in motion like this once everybody is set. He doesn't set fully.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then they snap the ball.
See, that was why I thought someone was in neutral zone, because they literally dropped the flag the second the ball was snapped on that. All right, so they now have a 3rd and goal at about the 6.5-yard line. He's going to pass, look in the end zone, and no one there.
Wow.
So they're going to have to settle for a field goal attempt. So I guess the question is with the Texans.
Sure.
Are they built to win a Super Bowl? I mean, that's what this is all about. That I mean, are you built to win a Super Bowl?
They're not yet, but I honestly do believe they're one offensive weapon away. They are. I love everything about this team. There's a reason why they keep getting to the final 8. But now you need a bona fide. They got Nico, and I love Nico, but I still think there's another offensive weapon out there on the market this year, or bringing somebody in on the draft that can put your offense over the top. I would also look into who's the quarterback guru coach. Who's the quarterback coach there working with CJ?
Is he getting any better?
Right. I need CJ to get better, but that's going to be somebody that's going to come in and be that guy to help CJ get better, not just say it and not just expect it to be all on CJ. I keep going back to Tom Brady's comments. You have to be able to develop a quarterback in order for your quarterback to develop. That's just the way it is.
All right, Fairbairn with the field goal is good. So the Patriots now lead the Texans by a score of 7-3, 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter of this game.
4-point penalty, man. That was a 4-point penalty.
By the way, getting back to my prediction of destiny, I
like it.
Of the Patriots-Rams Super Bowl. I mean, can you imagine the hype for Drake May going into a Super Bowl with the legacy of Tom Brady in Super Bowls? I mean, it'd be natural, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, this guy would be sitting there, and of course, I would tell him, well, it wasn't like he didn't lose Super Bowls. He lost 3 of them, actually.
Yeah.
He was 6-3 as the Patriots quarterback in the Super Bowls, 1-0 with Tampa Bay. But, I mean, that's something that Drake May's going to have to live with as long as he's the Patriots quarterback.
As long as he's there. I was telling a Patriot fan this yesterday. You don't got to win 6, but I do believe you got to put a couple up. Honestly, you don't got to win, because you're not going to win 6. You're not going to win 6. Those days of the NFL, in a way, rosters and money is set and everything, these new TV deals, the bargaining agreements, all that, everything's so different now. You're not gonna win 6, but you are following the GOAT, man. You gotta hang a couple up there, though.
Yeah, it's that, and it's going to be forever. I use the UCLA basketball situation. Every time they would hire a new coach, they realize I'm not being compared to my predecessor.
Nope.
There's John Wooden. John Wooden.
Same for Carolina.
It's not the guy
same
who
for
I
Duke.
replaced.
Same
It's
for Duke.
John
Yep.
Wooden. It never goes away.
Yep.
As unrealistic
Whoever
as
comes
that
after
is.
Shire, you're not going to be compared to Shire.
No.
You're going to be compared to Coach K, like Dean Smith. Like that's why when Roy Williams came in,
He won more championships at North Carolina. He won 3.
and he needed to.
He needed to. Well, look at Nick Saban and Bear Bryant.
Right,
He had to outdo the Bear.
You had to. That's why I feel like I'm with Bo, man. Like the Boar. Honestly, man, I understand you wanted the Bama job, but you following Nick Saban, bro.
No.
They want you to win every year.
Yeah.
Getting to the second round of the college football playoff is not going to keep your job there.
So all those years and Nick was there, it was still about the Bear.
Right.
Until he finally got past the Bear. Then you become the new standard. All right, let's find out what is trending right now. How about those weather conditions? We got pouring rain, Monty, but it's not cold enough to snow. So 38 degrees, pouring rain.
Which at this point, I feel like you just give me the snow. I feel like that's easier than the
Snow,
rain.
and players will
You know
tell
what?
you.
Yeah.
Snow
Just
is
give me the
easier
snow.
to maneuver in than this wet rain.
Makes perfect sense. Also, I feel like it gets extra slippery. I know the snow eventually melts, but like at this, it's just a scary time. Any wrong step, you know what I mean?
Actually, snow gives you more traction.
Does it?
Yes, because snow, especially if it's the wet snow, powdery snow, no, but wet snow, you can step in and actually cut and you just put longer cleats on, you put longer studs in, and wet snow, actually, you can run and cut on it. It's the light stuff, the powdery stuff that you slide around and slip on like rain.
I was just like, well, it melts, so I know eventually it would be wet, but
it packs
that's,
down.
Yeah.
It packs down. The more
all
you run on the field, the more you step on it, it actually adds another layer of a feel for you underneath.
Shows how much I don't go near snow.
Not only that,
I'm with you, Monty. I'm not a snow guy.
I did play
my
flag
sister's here.
football
She
with my
knows all
sorority,
about
okay?
snow in
So-
Iowa, but no.
Yes, my cleat wearing days were for softball, never for football. You are 100% right. All right, guys. The New England Patriots have the early lead against the Houston Texans. They both punted on their opening drives, but New England got in the end zone as Drake May connected with Demario Douglas. Houston almost got in the end zone, as you guys discussed it, but they settled for a field goal. So New England is up 7-3. Still about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, and obviously still to come. It's the Rams and the Bears, but that's going to kick off at 6:30 Eastern time. Other NFL notes here: Steelers are expected to speak with former Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy about their head coach vacancy. The former Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel scheduled to interview with everybody, but in-person interview Wednesday with the Browns for their head coaching job. Eagles are expected to interview former Giants head coach Brian Daboll for their offensive coordinator vacancy. When it comes to college football, ESPN reports that former Florida quarterback DJ Lagway is signing with Baylor.
Wow.
So he is on the move.
Wow. All
Yes,
the hype he had coming in.
Yes,
Yeah.
this just came out. I've got baseball news for you. Braves shortstop Hassan Kim, who re-signed last month, apparently sustained a hand injury in Korea. He just underwent surgery to repair a torn tendon in his right middle finger. He is out 45 months. Shortstop for the Braves. Done. And in the NBA, John Moran, who had missed the last couple of weeks, or the last 6 games to be exact, with the injury, he played today in London. He had 24 points, 13 assists, and the Grizzlies defeated the Magic 126-109. Will he be traded? I don't know. Is that a fumble? Back to you guys.
It looks like it was absolutely. So Drake May went back to pass, and he got hit as he was throwing the ball. It was a fumble, but recovered by New England.
There you go.
The Texans had a golden opportunity here. So his arm goes back. That is a fumble.
That's
no
a fumble.
question.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
a fumble.
Texans were all over, but everyone again is
By guess
slipping
who?
and sliding. Yeah, exactly.
By guess who?
Yeah, well, he just comes off the edge, and right there, like, look at the Texans.
1 guy,
You've
2
got,
guy, 3 guy. That
you've
ball.
got to
Look
get
at that thing,
on the
man.
ball,
4,
and New England
5.
got on the ball. They're punting out of their end zone, almost blocked, and so New England was very
Gotta
fortunate.
get a good return here.
That was a decent punt, by the way.
Really fast, Monty. I went through the gift bag that you had got everybody for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
The best thing, and I forgot about it, was in my backpack. The
Oh,
best damn thing in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't opened it because I don't want to use it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Because air fresheners, once you use them, it's like the trees you put in your car. They're good for about
100%.
2 weeks, and then after that, it's just a red tree hanging
Yeah.
on your gear shift. But Monty gave me, like, come on, a football air freshener from Bath and Body Works. I want you to know, I will never use this.
You should. I mean, I'll get you another one when they come back out because I think they're done. You know, it was like for the football season.
1990. I said, holy crap. I said, you know what? She.
By the way,
Monty
Monty,
is just-
I hate. He's actually going to frame it.
No,
okay,
no.
he's going to frame it because
I might have you sign it.
Stop.
I
I'll
might
get
have
you
you
another
sign
one.
it.
Use it, but cut like the edge of it, and then it'll release slowly.
No,
It'll,
hold on, what? Tell me that
like
again.
cut the edge of the plastic instead of taking it all out. Just cut like a little corner of it, and so it'll last longer.
Somebody told me that years ago in my car. Yeah,
it'll
I've seen
last
that.
longer.
Well, on the cartridge, Steve, if you look on the back, it shows you each week how you're supposed to raise it up out of the plastic.
Right.
And my dumb ass just pulled the whole thing. I said, man, I'm not about to have plastic hanging from my rear view mirror. But I just wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
You're welcome.
All right. Once again, thank you, Monty. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. We're in the Fox Sports Radio studios with the iHeartRadio app. You can stream us wherever you happen to be. Catch us and all of our Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeart app, so it'll always pop up at the top of your screen. All right, so inside 4 minutes to go now in the first quarter, and the Patriots, as we mentioned, very fortunate on the fumble by Drake May as he got hit right as he was throwing the ball, recovered by the Patriots, and they punted out of the end zone. So now Houston will take over near midfield, slightly into New England territory. And this is where C.J. Stroud has got to get something going here. When you have opportunities like this, you have to take advantage. Not with field goals. You need to get the ball in the end zone. And because that's the thing about having a great defense. When you have the lead and a great defense, they can really start teeing off. And that's where your defense continues to get better and better and better. When we talk about what happened in that Steelers game, remember, that is still a 7-6 game going into the fourth quarter. And then they got a field goal. Now it's 10-6. And then, of course, by the way, did you think that Rodgers got hit in the helmet when he fumbled that ball that was picked up and run into the end zone? Because he stayed on the ground.
At what point, though?
Like he was
before
dazed.
the fumble or after the fumble?
Well, no, on the fumble.
I know what you're talking about. I saw that, but my thing is, I'm being blocked. I'm coming around trying to swipe at the ball. I'm not trying to hit.
But you saw Aaron Rodgers on the ground. He looked dazed, like he didn't even move.
He's old. You old, man. Like when you old and you get hit, it's gonna feel different.
Especially if you get clobbered in the head.
Go sit down. You had a great career. You're a Hall of Famer. Go sit down. It's over. Please do not drag out. Whether Aaron Rodgers
if somebody's willing to pay him to be a quarterback, he's going to continue to play.
Well, how much money do you need, man?
Well, it's not about money. It's about, these guys.
How much money do you need?
By the way, here's the Texans again. They're still throwing the ball on every down.
And almost throwing interceptions.
There are two places where Aaron Rodgers is going to be next year.
Where?
Okay.
Either his couch or in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Well, he wanted to go there.
He
wanted to go there.
Vikings need to bring in, at the very least, competition for J.J. McCarthy.
I agree with that. Bring in a vet to push J.J. I'm not mad at that. J.J.'s my guy.
Those are the only two places that he'll be next year.
No, he begged Minnesota. He said
because
they were a ready-made team.
That's out the door, though.
Yeah. I don't think so.
If they were going to do that, I feel you, Bo, but I just, at this point.
I get it. What a catch.
At this point, I think there's other veterans that you could bring in Marcus Mariota, bring in a different. But I do believe there needs to be a vet that can still go though. Aaron Rodgers, guys, didn't play well. He didn't play great this year.
Check out this catch by Jaden Higgins, man.
That's
right
a beautiful catch.
Let's
not forget that Joe Burrow missed 9 weeks. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
And Lamar missed 5 weeks. There's a reason why the Steelers team and Mike Tomlin again, and I was wrong, didn't go under 500 this year. I do believe if those two guys are playing 17 for their teams, the Steelers might have won 6 games.
They're going for it on 4th and 1, a straight run, and it is a first down. Barely.
I hate the stutter step, though, right there.
Wow.
Just go forward. It's a first down.
It's a first down. But
I know, but I love to watch players stand up and put the fist up like it's 4th down.
Well, it was interesting because it was 4th and less than a yard, 4th and half a yard for the Texans. Right play to go for it, but you could see he was trying to get New England to jump offside. They didn't bite. And then they ran the play and barely got that first down.
Bo, really fast. We talked about the Raiders earlier. Do you think Tom Brady, being an older guy and played that long, would reach out to Aaron for a year? Even if you're going to draft Mendoza, still bring in a veteran and say, look, Mendoza, learn first.
Oh, no. Did Stroud just do that?
I don't think first. I don't think he got his feet in, though.
I don't either. I don't think.
Look, see, that's what I hate. The referees can't even agree.
Wait, are they saying that he's in?
They'll call it an interception. That's what they should do. They should call it an interception.
Let's check
so
it out right now. He doesn't have control.
Close. Oh, that knee's down.
The knee's in.
That knee's in.
And that is clearly in, and he has the ball.
Well, we have
what
to see
is
if he
C.J. Stroud doing? It's not about the feet. It's the knees down.
Well, not from that angle. It looks like it hits on the line.
No,
he holds on to the ball.
That's a review. So the deal is,
fine.
It's not about 2 feet down if your knee's down.
That's
down. You can't tell from that angle. The other question is, did he have control of the ball?
I think he's got control. I'm not worried about the ball.
All right, so he doesn't have control here.
He gets control right
not there.
That's
and
control.
Knee is down. That's in. That's inbounds. I think it's going to be. But what is Stroud doing? This is what C.J. Stroud does this every single week.
He needs a quarterback.
What did
we
just? What did I just say?
He doesn't have a
quarterback. You've got to get
there.
a touchdown in this drive, and he throws a ball to nobody other than New England.
His defense will keep him in this game, though. I've seen the last 2 drives. The last 2 drives, the Patriots haven't been able to do anything, and they got a sack and a strip. They got a strip and a sack on the last drive.
All right, so that is an interception. C.J. Stroud is 5 of 12 with an interception.
Why does he have 12 pass attempts?
I have no idea.
In the first
Nick
quarter,
Chubb has 1 carry.
I asked Bo. I hit him on the talk back. Who's calling the plays there? Who'd you say that?
Nick Cayley.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Nick. Yeah, Nick needs to be fired.
I mean, it really
Nick needs
is
to
crazy.
be fired.
To answer your question, VJ, I'm not bringing in Aaron Rodgers to mentor Mendoza.
Okay.
If I'm Rodgers, the thing is,
I mean, you have to be careful with Mendoza. I mean, look,
bring him in there and throw him to the wolves.
You have a great tight end, you have a great running back, but man, that offensive line.
You have to redo your offensive line. I just think the Vikings have so many weapons on offense that they're still tailor made for an Aaron Rodgers.
How about if the Raiders sign Joe Flacco?
Oh God.
Well,
he is still elite.
I do believe that the Raiders, though, they need to bring in a vet.
I 100%
I do not throw. Take man.
All right, how about Mariota?
Why not just bring back Geno Smith?
Listen, Mariota showed up well this year, guys.
They had Mariota already in Vegas.
Bring him back.
I know they did.
Bring him back.
He knows the system.
Just bring back Geno Smith. What's the harm?
No. You moved on from the coach. You have to move on from everything there. Yeah. But when you bring, I'm okay, guys. If Mendoza is on the bench until week 11 or week 12 next year, he's not going to change your franchise next year. Set him up for success.
All right, a minute and a half to go now in the first quarter. Patriots take over after the interception. They lead the Texans by a score of 7-3. We got much more. It's a no-huddle hour. No huddle hour.
No huddle hour.
Yes.
You know what time it is. No huddle hour.
Yes. This is End Zone Radio.
We talk, and you love to listen.
Awesome. Love hearing you guys. Full laughs, man. Love it.
Now you can look. Look at that. Look at him.
Yo, what's up? I'm Kelvin.
Look at them.
Tom Brady is the man.
Don't turn away.
Take a closer look.
Fox Sports Radio. YouTube. Look.
Hey, it's Cavino and Rich. Have you ever wiped with a piece of dry, single-ply toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets? Well, it's not. It gets a lot better thanks to the wet, extra-large cleaning power of Dude Wipes. They comfortably clean up whatever TP leaves behind for no more maintenance wipes. Make the trade of the season and switch from TP and start experiencing the confident clean of Dude Wipes. Available at Amazon and at major retailers nationwide. Dude Wipes. Best clean, pants down.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The one and only. When Dan Patrick speaks, you better stop and listen.
I must have missed this.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Baseball last night with a big surprise because I kept thinking it's going to be Toronto, it's going to be the Mets, Kyle Tucker is going to get paid. All of a sudden, the Dodgers got Kyle Tucker, and that salary is, I guess, $60 million a year. You're probably not familiar with Kyle Tucker. He's a good player.
That feels like a lot of money to then, you said $60 million a year. You're probably not familiar with that. Those things should not go together.
They don't normally, And I didn't know the Dodgers needed Kyle Tucker. Maybe they needed him so the Mets and the Blue Jays wouldn't get him. But it's $60 million for Kyle Tucker. He plays right field. I feel like I have to introduce him to America.
He's right. You shouldn't have to explain.
Yeah. So Kyle Tucker his average salary, I guess, is $60 million. The only player that is making more is Shohei Ohtani, his teammate. I also saw the salaries that are guaranteed for this upcoming season. This is total amount of guaranteed money on the books per Major League Baseball team. The Dodgers, now this is guaranteed money, $2 billion, $2 billion, 2.1. San Diego is 1.2, Toronto 1.2, the Mets 1.1. Philadelphia. Come on, Phillies.
If you want to know what Dan Patrick said next, just podcast it by searching The Dan Patrick Show. And as always, you can listen to Dan Patrick live weekdays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
Basically, get out of the way.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
The Steelers owner addressed the Mike Tomlin departure. Art Rooney II talked about Mike Tomlin, and was it his choice to step down?
Well, it was his decision, and I will say that I wasn't shocked.
Was he surprised at this? Yes, he was. So that's why I don't think that he was forced out. I think Mike Tomlin realized that maybe he had taken this team as far as he could take them. John Harbaugh didn't realize that. Ownership told him to realize that he had taken the team as far as he could take them. Yeah, I truly believe Mike Tomlin realized that it was time to go. The Steelers now have to replace Mike Tomlin because Mike Tomlin decided that he didn't want to coach there anymore.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan and the Danettes and you.
Weekdays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. Hey! This is the Jason Smith Show.
Check this out.
With Mike Harmon.
Kuminga is 23 years old. Feels like he's been in the league for He's been 5 around years, a long right? time, yeah. And he was going to be generation next for the Warriors. He is a young player with a lot of upside. That is a change of scenery guy. Again, you have seen it, and he is only 23. He's not 33, he's 23. This is where the Warriors are now going to throw out Jonathan Kuminga and some of those big picks they have, those first-round picks they have, and this is where they go get their third superstar player to pair alongside with Steph and Jimmy Butler, and this is where they make their run. They started this season as well as you can, right? Maybe it's Giannis, maybe it's somebody else, maybe it's Karl Anthony Towns, I don't know, but it's somebody out there that's going to be their third superstar, and it's going to be Kuminga and draft picks it's going to get.
You're listening to Jason Smith with Mike Harmon. Weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. One more Dan Patrick.
That sounds like he might be touchable.
One more Colin Cowherd.
Be honest about it.
How about some more Covino and Rich?
Fox Sports Radio Nation, your thoughts?
The most inclusive show on Fox Sports Radio.
More Fox Sports Radio?
Any way you want this, I can make it happen.
Then it's yours. All of it.
We love it!
Download the iHeartRadio app and indulge while you do things.
Do it.
That's a good thing.
This is Fox Sports Radio. The most fearless voice in sports is on FS1. The one and only Colin Cowherd is bold, unique, and outspoken.
Wow.
You can see him on The Herd, weekdays at noon Eastern on FS1 in the Fox Sports app.
Harbin and Husky here, End Zone Radio. We're in the Fox Sports Radio studios. First quarter is now in the books. Patriots lead the Texans 7-3. So during our break, Drake May looked like a busted play where they missed a handoff. He turned upfield, looked like he was trying to reach to get the first down cleanly. The ball was knocked out of his hands, recovered by the Texans. So after the interception, Texans get the ball back. Right now they have a 3rd and 1. They're going to go with the tush.
It's
push.
not even a tush push anymore. It's pick the guy up, and carry him forward.
At some point, the NFL Rules Committee is going to have to figure this thing out.
Can I just say though, it is so annoying to watch the Bills used the tush push religiously when Sean McDermott was one of the loudest people fighting to get it banned.
I thought about that yesterday.
Dumbest thing.
I'm fine with it, and I'm going to stick with that. That's always been my opinion. My thing was when Philly was killing the league with it, if you don't like it, either learn how to stop it or do it yourself.
By the way, the
Texans
Texans
don't run it well anymore.
C.J. Stroud was not the one carrying the ball.
No, that's the smart thing to do.
Exactly.
If I don't have a big time quarterback, if I don't have Josh Allen, I bring in my backup tight end,
right?
And I use fullback, and I use him. Absolutely, I think that's called coaching.
Okay, so it looks like snow's beginning to drop.
Yep, it's snow now.
So that means the temp is dropping. Once it gets to 32, that rain turns to snow, and it is clearly snowing right now. So the temperature has definitely dropped. So let's see where they're playing right now. It's nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So the rain has turned to snow, which I actually think is going to help both these teams. And this is about C.J. Stroud, man. He's got to hold this thing together and not make dumb moves right now. They are running the ball and not having a whole lot of luck right now. So the ball's about the 10-yard line, and they need a touchdown here. They got to get the ball in the end zone here. By the way, passer rating in this game, Drake May is at 133.3. C.J. Stroud is at 39.6.
But still has a chance to go up 10-7 right here if they can get
thanks to their defense setting him up.
But that's what the defense is supposed to do. That's their job. You got to go clean house right now. But the reason why I don't like running the ball now, don't get down in the red zone and now you want to line up and run. They know that's coming. We just saw this when they had the ball in the red zone 2 possessions before when they got the field goal. But now what do you got to do on 3rd and 4?
Well,
they're going to throw this ball.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough running right now. The Texans have 13 yards rushing and touchdown pass.
To Christian Kirk, nice pass and catch with a blitz. You see that? That's a 7-man blitz they send. It gets picked up. CJ backs out, finds one-on-one coverage. Christian Kirk for the touchdown.
All right, so the Texans take the lead 9-7, pending the extra point. We are 2 minutes into this second quarter. All right, so New England Patriots. You know, we've obviously talked all season long. I think when we go back, and by the way, Chris, we had some of our preseason picks. You've been going over some of those preseason picks.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, one of the questions I had is, so we actually, before the season began, all of us here, Monsi and Bo and Chris and I and VJ, make our predictions on how many wins each team's going to get. So you have 32 teams in the NFL. I've always said this. If you can get three out of 32 on the dot,
okay,
that's impressive.
All right.
So I don't know if we can go over that over the next couple of weeks by the time we get to Super Bowl to see how many correct picks, I mean, on the dot predictions for wins any of us got over the course of the season.
So 3 is the bar?
I think 3 is the bar.
Right,
If you get more than 3
I know so
on
many
the
I missed
dot,
on, though, man. We missed on so many.
Well, of course we did, because the problem is usually miss one. That means you missed on somebody else. So you overinflated one team and underflated another.
Yeah, but we missed on a couple, man.
Because every single year in the NFL, it's the same thing. You are going to get 4 or 5 teams that go way above expectations in terms of wins and way underperform. Like, how many wins did you have the Commanders this year? So everyone thought, well, they'll be a little bit less.
I think I had maybe 10 or 11. But
right.
not only that,
Anybody have them with 5, 4?
Our prediction sheet out there, I counted, it's like 47 people that had put their prediction on projection sheet, and 23 of us had the Saints being the worst team.
Yes, I was one of them.
Not one person here at Fox Sports Radio had it being the Ravens.
No one had the Saints winning more than 2 games.
Chris and I had them 0-17.
Right. So
we did. Chris and I had them 0-17.
Out of vibes.
So I mean, it's tough to predict every single year, but you know, when we talk about the Patriots, I think all of us were in accord that the Patriots are going to be better. Because you looked at because you knew I was not 14 wins.
No.
Not 14 wins.
How many do you think you hit? I don't think I hit it.
I'd be lucky to get 1.
I think you got the Broncos.
I don't think I had 13 wins. I had them winning the division. That I did have. The Broncos winning the AFC West.
And you had them in the AFC Championship game. So you nailed
I did.
those 2. So
I actually had them play Buffalo in the AFC Championship game. My Super Bowl winner's gone again. Buffalo was the winner I had. I had the Bills, Eagles in the Super Bowl. So
I had
that's
Eagles,
gone.
Ravens. So my Super Bowl's all
blown. But I mean, are the Patriots a one-year wonder? They had the easiest schedule of any team. And by the way, here's something to think about. The last time a team had a schedule easier based on that season's strength of schedule was the 1999 Rams, who won the Super Bowl. That's the last time a team had this
terrible
easy of a schedule. So is New England a one-year wonder, or will they be back strong next year? All right, we'll get more to this battle to get into the AFC Championship game. This is End Zone Radio.
Allstate is Massachusetts' trusted auto insurer, protecting cars across the state, from Boston to the Berkshires. We're by your side when you need us most, providing you with affordable auto coverage you can rely on. So, switch to Allstate today, and you could save an average of $713 on auto insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details.
Go! Check them out.
FS1.
Check them out.
FS1.
This is
The Herd. When Colin Cowherd drops the info, The Herd, you need to listen.
Everybody listen up!
John Harbaugh's the best resume and is the best culture builder on the market. And the Giants smartly hired him first, meaning they'll get the best pick of the assistant coaches and coordinators on the market. There's very little you can control in the NFL. You can control hiring the first coach, getting the best assistants, and hiring the best resume. Yes, I know New York is a tough market. The media's scary, but that's not why the Jets and the Giants have been hazmat spills for a decade plus. They have been because they went cheap and experimental at head coach. The last time the Giants were good, it was Tom Coughlin. There was no experimenting. He was a leader, a culture builder, successful. I look at Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets. You're not asking him to coach. You're asking him to fix a completely broken culture. And I don't think Aaron Glenn's good enough. And clearly all the guys after Coughlin weren't good enough. These 9 coaching openings in the NFL, now 8, they're not looking for scheme guy. They're not looking for guy that's good in the whiteboard. They're looking for CEOs. Okay, Harbaugh. This is a job for a Harbaugh. Like Jim to the Chargers, John to the Giants. This is a job for a Harbaugh. The Giants didn't need an offensive coordinator. They needed a crisis coordinator. And similar to Mike Vrabel in New England, the day you hire John Harbaugh, he is immediately the best coach in the division.
If you're eager to find out what Colin said next, just podcast it by searching The Herd. And as always, you can listen live to Colin Cowherd weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. This is The Herd.
You got to be consistent.
With Colin Cowherd.
Mike check.
The Steelers have this under 500 phobia, which is remarkable because there's 4 times evidence right in front of them. Think about this. 4 division winners. I'm not talking just playoff teams. 4 division winners. Bears, Patriots, Jags, Carolina. Lost 12 games last season. This isn't the NBA where you're drafting 18 and 19-year-olds. They're not even mature enough, old enough at the hotel bar to have a cocktail. This isn't baseball where there's nobody you can draft out of college and changes outcomes. This is the NFL where it happens all the time. Kyle Shanahan, 4 times in San Francisco, has been under 500. Think about that. Is he a failure? Think about that. Is he a failure?
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Wow.
Weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. It's Jason Smith.
Oh, you're that bloke on the radio.
It's Mike Harmon.
Ta-da! I'm kind of a big deal.
And they talk sports.
The one person that this playoff is not fun for is my wife.
Amongst other things.
I had an incredibly long dream about Jerry Jones last night.
Really?
Did I mention they're best friends?
You're hateful, and I'm positive.
It's the Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon.
Bang.
Weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. FS1.
Call your friends and ask how they doing.
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details.
Boom. Trust your eyes.
FS1. And here's what you need to know.
The AFC Divisional playoffs continue between the Patriots and the Texans, and Houston has taken the lead.
3 receivers to the right. CJ gets the snap. Here's the blitz. Stroud throws right side of the end zone and
Caught by Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Houston. What a grab by Kirk as the Texans grab the lead.
You just heard it all on the Texans radio network. They are up 10-7. It's still early in the second quarter. CJ Stroud is 8 of 15 for 96 yards. That touchdown. He also has 1 interception. Drake May is 5 of 8 for 54 yards and a touchdown. New England has the ball on their own 39-yard line. Other NFL news, the Steelers are expected to speak with former Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy about their head coach vacancy. In the NBA, the Grizzlies topped the Magic 126-109. In the NHL, the Lightning are up on the Stars 3-1. They're about to start the third period. College football, former Florida quarterback DJ Lagway is signing with Baylor.
This is Fox Sports End Zone Radio. Every stadium, every touchdown, every score, all broken down for you.
We got the pads on now.
This is Fox Sports End Zone Radio, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. Here's Steve Hartman and VJ Husky.
Snow is falling right now on this matchup between the Patriots and the Texans. It is coming down pretty good right now. We got 11 minutes to go in the first half, and the Texans lead this game by a score of 10-7. Patriots do have the ball right now. They did get a first down, so they are now facing a 3rd and 9. And Drake May has struggled a little bit to throw the ball, and that needs to be caught.
Yeah,
that wasn't a bad pass.
It wasn't a bad pass, but it's leading the receiver out of bounds. Like it is. It's leading the receiver out of bounds. This defense, I told you last segment, this defense is settle in on the road. And they do. And you see they can't move. The Patriots can't move the ball. And this is not going to just go away. This defense is
Well, they didn't move the ball against
in.
the Chargers last week either. That was a struggle for Drake May in that game. And so we talked about turnovers, and the difference in this game right now was his fumble that resulted in the Texans eventually getting into the end zone. So this game will determine who will face Denver tomorrow. By the way, so
next week.
Next week. So Stidham is going to be starting at quarterback for the Broncos after the injury to Bo Nix. Today, Sean Payton, they declare Stidham is ready to go.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
ready to go.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm thinking about Jared Stidham. He went to Northwestern, right? Isn't that the guy who was Stidham? Yeah. Let me
guy
look
hasn't
up.
thrown a pass since 2023, guys.
Yeah.
So
So
stop telling me that someone that's going to come off.
He's
the
ready.
couch. Yeah, okay.
Stidham played at Auburn.
So he played at Auburn.
Yeah, he went
I was
Baylor.
trying- I was thinking of I know who I was thinking of. Anyway, so Stidham was at Baylor. He was at Auburn. I remember him obviously from his New England days. He was projected by some to maybe be the heir apparent to Tom Brady. Remember that? Spent time with the Raiders in 2022.
Yeah, so was
had
Bailey
2 starts,
Zappi.
both losses. As you mentioned, the last time that we see him
Wow.
throw a pass was with Denver. And look at that. Big play for New England. Touchdown. Hit the pylon. Touchdown. Wow.
This is just stupid on C.J. Stroud. Just take the sack. Just take the sack. This is dumb. This is dumb, and this is what you're talking about when it comes to this guy. This is stupid. Once again, though, why are you running? Why are you throwing the ball?
Okay, so C.J. Stroud just threw a pick 6 that has given New England the lead. This Houston defense, I would be livid right now.
I'd be so
upset.
upset.
They are absolutely shutting down New England's offense, which really is no question, but we said it, and it's played out in front of our eyes. C.J. Stroud is the X factor. Is he going to be able to hold it together and not blow this game? Because you know the Texans defense is going to make it almost impossible for New England to score in this game.
It's not just on him, though, Steve. This is a stupid play call. This is a stupid play call. You get the ball back, right? You hold them on defense. Defense holds them. You get the ball back, first down, 10+ left in the second quarter. All the play action that we've seen has somebody coming free for New England. Every time they run play action, they try to boot, someone comes free. So at about the 4th or 5th time, I might want to say as the offensive coordinator, hey, scrap that play, because every time we run this play, we're running anything on the perimeter, someone's coming free. This time, 2 guys come free, and instead of him just eating the ball, he just tries to get rid of it. Look at this. Play action, and the 44 is in his face.
And he's going down. He literally just flips it up
in the air.
I mean, that is just Amateurville. What is going on with C.J. Stroud?
Every time I see C.J. Stroud do this, I remember when he tried to big dog Caleb Williams last year, and it just makes me laugh.
But let's go back, guys, to this guy's rookie season.
We
didn't see any of this. We didn't see this, right?
Nobody had tape on him.
So okay, but I mean, again, tape like this play where you're getting hit, and as you're getting hit, you just flip it up into the middle of the field.
In inclement weather, in a cold game, in a divisional game to go play for the conference championship.
That is
once
just
again,
crazy.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I've run bootleg play action 5 or 6 times, and every time someone's coming free. So either you have not coached this correctly, someone's missing an assignment, and it's going to cost you eventually. Eventually, it's going to cost you. Stop calling that play.
Okay, so right now, the Patriots only have 3 first downs and 74 total yards, but they have 14 points.
There you go. Turnovers.
Like I said, maybe New England is the team of destiny. I don't know, because I going into this game, I picked Houston. I'm on record. I made all my.
So
by the way, I've been wrong on every one of my picks. I picked Buffalo, and I still feel like the Bills got robbed. But I did pick Buffalo. I took the 49ers and the points.
Did you?
I did. I didn't think they'd win, but I thought they'll find a way to keep the game within 8 points, I think was the line, 7 or 8 points for Seattle. And that was an absolute blowout. So I'm 0-2 on those games.
I parlayed all my picks for the weekend into a single parlay. Would you like to know what they are?
Let me hear it. Let's hear it.
I picked the Bills to win. There was all
Bills straight up.
outright winners.
Yep.
Bills to win.
Robbed.
49ers to win.
49ers to win?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Texans to win. And Bears to win.
So what kind of odds did you get on that one?
I think I bet 50 cents to win $16 or something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, I guess if you're a Patriots or a Rams fan, you can celebrate.
You didn't think the 49ers.
I was about to say, I'm not mad at any of your picks, but the Niners, I took the Seahawks straight up.
Well, listen, look, that game yesterday was not enjoyable for anybody.
No.
I mean, from the opening kickoff, man, you can just feel the vibe.
All right, they're showing a replay again of this play by Stroud. I just cannot.
Well, first of all, it's not a touchdown. That's number one.
Well, first of all, it's a face mask.
It is. That's
How's
fine.
That face mask?
It's fine, but it's not a touchdown. Though.
Because it was the defender that hit the pylon.
Right. That's not a touchdown. That's number one.
Well, how does that work? So basically what happened was it's a full-on face mask. The ball would have been placed at the half-yard line, but if the defender has a hold of the player and literally drags him over his body and the defender's body hits the pylon, I guess they ruled it was a touchdown. They reviewed that play. Every scoring play is reviewed in the NFL. All right, well, let's see if C.J. Stroud can bounce back.
At least that's what they tell us.
Well, you don't.
No, I don't. Steve, listen, I think I put enough years in this business. I don't like conspiracy. okay? But I think I've done my job damn well enough and put enough years in this business to really just look and say, I'm sorry, I just can't believe everything I'm told no more. I'm just not going to do it. That would be foolish to sit here and just believe, oh yeah, we review everything in New York. I don't know that. Just like the NBA draft, right?
I would think
we
in a
drew
playoff
numbers
game.
in the back room. I don't know. You're
Okay.
telling me that.
Well, now you're buying into the fix was in for some reason for Denver to win that game against Buffalo.
I don't want to say it was fixed, but I am very surprised that on that no catch interception or whatever, that they
you
didn't
just
spend
gave
any
it
time looking at it.
Well, and by the way, you remember McDermott called a timeout.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
like
that was,
dude, what is going on here?
Because it's an OT, so he can't challenge.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting on the couch like, dog, call a timeout, and let them give them some time to look at it and
I was
talk
thinking
about
to
it.
myself, like, it took them 15 minutes to look at that play in Seattle where Darnold threw the ball backwards and it ricocheted off of somebody's helmet, but we couldn't spend one moment looking at
and
this
what was interesting was I was actually listening to the game on the radio. Okay, so I know the TV announcers were saying, whoa, what's going on here? They were doing the same thing on the radio.
Yeah.
They're like, wait a second, look at this play. He has the ball, possession, he's on the ground, and he's been touched.
And what the commentators did on TV is they go so quickly to, what is it, Salvatore, whoever the guy.
Yeah.
They go quickly to him. Okay, let's bring Jim Nantz and Romo. Okay, let's bring in. No, you both are looking at the same play we are. I don't need to listen to the replay guy that's sitting next to you in the booth. I've always learned and thought that if two guys come down with the ball, tie goes to the receiver.
100%.
I've
100%.
never
That's
seen
never
the
been
ball
argued.
ripped away after they hit the ground and the ball's been given to, because you notice when he gets up with the ball, everybody's kind of looking around like, the refs didn't know. The refs didn't admittedly signal. Oh, yep, it's their ball. The refs,
another interception by
That's not his fault.
Put Davis
That's
Mills
not
in the
his
game.
fault. That's not his fault.
So he has a pass over the
Receiver
middle and
catch the ball.
right through the receiver's hands, and it's intercepted by New England. We got 8.5 minutes to go. Wow, that is the third interception now of the first half for CJ
You know how
Stroud.
that doesn't happen? Guess what, guys? Hey, someone in the studio, take a guess how this play doesn't happen
How about
on
not
first
throwing
down.
the ball on first down every
There
time?
you go. How about not throwing the football in inclement weather?
Well, they did try to run it and they got stuck.
Run
for
again.
a loss.
Run
Yeah,
again.
but-
Run again. It's 14-10, 8 minutes in the second quarter. I'm not hearing that.
All right,
Run
so
again.
CJ Stroud with 3 interceptions
Not
here
towards
in
you,
the
but
first
just
half.
the thought process.
Just put Davis Mills in the game.
Oh, you
Come
can't
on.
do that at this point. Are you kidding me?
This is horrible.
What? Run the ball.
Yeah, put Davis Mills in and run the ball, but get CJ Stroud off my TV.
Yeah.
So Woody Marks
Didn't
in
they
this
go
game.
3-0 with Davis Mills or something?
All right,
this
so
year?
let me give you the rushing numbers, okay? Woody Marks 8 carries, 7 yards.
But you have to run
Nick
it.
Chubb 1 carry, 2 yards.
You have to run it. It's like the jab, like the example, Bo, I said during commercial, we were sitting there talking. You watch boxing. It's like boxing, man. Throw the jab. I don't care if it's not doing damage. Throw the jab. You don't stop throwing the jab.
Wow.
You have to throw the jab so it sets up. I don't care if it's not connecting. You have to run the football in the game of football
All right,
in order to open things up.
Okay, so right now the Patriots take over. They're at the 48-yard line of the Texans. Another golden opportunity, 8.5 minutes to go. This is where you have to, figure out a way to use some clock up and get the ball in the end zone. If you're New England, Patriots lead this game by a score of 14-10, and they are running the ball and they're getting some yards. All right, we'll continue coverage of this AFC Divisional round matchup between the Texans and the Patriots. Also, we got all the latest on tonight's matchup between the Bears and the Rams. This is End Zone Radio.
The NFL playoffs are getting louder and louder. Your AFC Championship game is almost set. The Broncos are in.
Bronco players, they just won a home playoff game.
Keep it here as we set you up for the conference championships on Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox. It's a new year, and Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions on track. Whether it's a daily walk, hitting the gym, or spending more time with friends and family, Aleve's got your back with up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose. Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief so you can chase those dreams and achieve your goals. Don't let body pain slow you down. Keep going with Aleve because this year is your year. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold up. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold up. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9871. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9871. That's 800-575-9871. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Fox Sports Radio. Did you know we're on YouTube? Did you know you can find all of your favorite shows on YouTube?
Look at us. We're waving at you right now.
Did you know that you can find the best clips and the best videos from your favorite shows?
All the interviews, clips, everything is there.
This is why you're the smartest listeners in the world.
Completely agree.
Because you went to YouTube and you searched Fox Sports Radio, and you were the ones that hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You're the ones that watch videos from Two Pros and a Cup of Joe with Jonas Knox, Brady Quinn, and LeVar Arrington.
You can't even make this up.
You got some holy water in your bag, baby?
Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd.
Wow.
Covino and Rich, The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon.
Think about that for a second.
And the Ben Maller Show. Fox Sports Radio. On YouTube.
That's strong stuff.
By searching Fox Sports Radio.
Check us out on YouTube, subscribe, hit that thumbs up icon, and comment away.
A couple, you're a team.
I give you.
It's Rob Parker.
Let's just deal with the facts, not the feelings.
It's Kelvin Washington.
Man, let's ride.
Put your hands together.
And they're the Odd Couple. Teaming up and making plays.
Dude, you can be the guy.
Most nights.
I'm the poo-poo king.
Oh, boy.
I want to hear what they have to say.
I'm not gonna lie, the cheeks were clinched.
Listen to The Odd Couple every weekday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, on Fox Sports Radio. Jason Smith and Mike Harmon are dropping knowledge like this.
These guys are sick, man.
I always know when something big happens with one of my teams because I wake up because I always turn my phone off because so many people in my family just, don't understand that. Oh, yes, I forgot. I'm 3 hours ahead. So I'm getting on a group family text at 6 in the morning so I always turn my phone off. So I turn my phone on and it's I'm going, oh, this is everybody who woke up this morning and found out that Kyle Tucker's a Dodger because that happened late last night, right? Like right when we went on the air, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. For a lot of my family, they're in bed by then. So they're just finding out, and here come the ha-ha-has. And all I see from the first couple of, as you know, your texts go and you just see them as they file in, I just see Bo, and I go, oh, we got Bo Bichette. Like right away I knew. It's like all I needed to see was his name, his first name. I said, we got Bo Bichette. Or Bo Jackson's coming out of retirement to play for the Mets. One of those two that we got Bo Bichette. And my hands are cramping and they're shaking as I'm typing in to see. And when I saw the deal, I sat back and I said, we did better off the day after missing out on Kyle Tucker than the Dodgers did getting Kyle Tucker. And I thought, wow, now that's something that doesn't really happen. We just kind of lucked into that because I'll tell you what, you tell any MLB team, owner, fan, salary, luxury, taxologist, whatever it is, say, okay, what's the contract and player you'd rather have? Kyle Tucker, who's a terrific player, right? Multiple All-Star, but didn't have a great year last year. Got to make sure he's healthy. Do you want Kyle Tucker for that 4 years and $60 million a year?
To get the rest of what Jason Smith and Mike Harmon said, podcast it by searching The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon. And as always, you can hear The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Radio. The Herd. It's Colin Cowherd.
Here we go. Weird sometimes works in sports and in life.
The Herd. The Herd. Yeah. It's poetry.
Outline your life in pencil, not pen. Yeah. Things change.
It's sports.
College football fans are freaking out. Oh my God.
Need I say more?
Total class, understated, just does his job.
Yeah. It's The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
The public is always right.
Listen every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Right here on Fox Sports Radio. You listen at all hours of the day.
We're live and local in your eardrums.
Yeah. You even have your favorites.
I'm always listening to the show.
Some of you even like to express your love through a tweet
from Drew.
or a call.
I think you guys do an incredible job.
It's a great show. You guys do a good job. Y'all are killing it on Fox Sports Radio.
There are so many reasons why you listen to us. And for that, we say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the love you continue to show us. This is Fox Sports Radio. The most fearless voice in sports is on FS1. The one and only Colin Cowherd is bold, unique, and outspoken. Wow. You can see him on The Herd, weekdays at noon Eastern on FS1 in the Fox Sports app.
The first and 10 for the Texans, working right to left from the far hash mark. C.J. Stroud in a tight formation, 2-by-2. Single back is Chubb. Play fake. Bootleg to the near side. Receiver fell down, and Stroud throws it up in the air. Intercepted Marcus Jones. Right 20, 15-10. Jones is tackled by Hutchinson. Takes him to the pylon. Touchdown, Patriots!
Look at it. It's nuts again. They're going nuts. And you gotta love it.
That's 98.5 The Sports Hub and the Patriots Radio Network. That pick six is the reason the Patriots currently lead the Texans by a score of 14-10. We got 6 minutes to go here in the first half. This game has been almost inexplicable, what has been playing out here. C.J. Stroud has thrown 3 interceptions in the first half. But forget that stat. He's thrown 21 passes.
Why?
So it's been pouring rain, a little bit of snow, so the temperature is fluctuating back between freezing and not freezing. So the conditions are not great to throw the football to begin with right now. But the Texans have only run the ball 10 times. And they have 21 passes. And C.J. Stroud on this last series was struggling just to grip the ball.
Well,
his last interception really was a ball that just slipped out of his hand.
Woody Marks is questionable to return. So
Woody Marks,
how
about Nick Chubb? Has he still got any gas left in the tank?
Nick Chubb, you can probably run him 3 times before he falls
By the way,
apart.
Dalton Schultz is also out. He had the 42-yard. The only big play the Texans have had was that 42-yard play.
Texans also lost their best offensive lineman for a little bit. So
I don't know. 21 passes, 10 runs. I mean, wow. And New England is just realizing if you're going to throw the ball on every play, we're going to put immense pressure on C.J. Stroud, and that's what they did on this last series.
Bo, nothing you said just now is wrong, but let me sprinkle a little VJ seasoning on it.
All right. By the way, Patriots with a big play right now. They are inside the 30-yard line of the Texans.
If you start the game off establishing the line of scrimmage and running the ball, 5 of their first 6 plays were passing plays. What do linemen do on pass plays, Bo? They stand up and they have to kind of retract. You're not moving forward in an aggressive manner. This starts to be the energy of your offense that you're going to play with today. And then you continue on drive 2, drive 3, drive. Now when you get inside the red zone, now let's bow up and run. No, we know that's what you're going to do now. So it's not going to work. So now you get scared and you go back. It's how you start. It's how you start the energy of the game. They started bad. And you start to see the Patriots now realize, okay.
Oh, by the way, you want to hear?
Let's run the football a little more.
How about this contrast here? We talked about, 21 pass attempts to 10 rushing attempts for Houston. Right now, New England, 12 passes, 12 rushing attempts.
There we go.
Balance. So they are running the ball. And they're running the ball effectively right now. averaging better than 4 yards a pop. So New England is running the ball effectively right now. They have a 2nd and 7, and they are trying to extend their lead right now over the Texans. And with the Texans, with injuries, they have another big pass play. So all of a sudden, Drake May feeling a little more comfortable. And by the way, we've seen this from May. Remember, against the Chargers, first half was a nightmare for the kid, but the second half, he started getting comfortable, and suddenly he started moving the ball for the Patriots.
That's because the defense gets worn down when they're trying to do everything to keep you in the game, and the offense isn't moving the ball and score.
I watched this for 18 weeks this year with the Eagles.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they did all
Right,
year.
not true. Yeah.
But here's the one thing I have to say about Drake May. I've seen this all season long. This guy, like any other young quarterback, is going to have moments, right? But they don't seem to stay with him.
Yeah.
Like he is capable of, rebounding from a bad throw or whatever, and he's going into the end zone, and that is a touchdown. For New England. Diggs on Stephon Diggs right there with the catch in the end zone. By the way, that was a dart of a pass to get that one in. So 3 really good passes.
It was the same
by
route.
Drake May.
You guys notice it was the same route, all 3 plays. Just throw a slant, touchdown.
Yeah, and that, and so, you look at the Texans defense, their front 7 is dominant. Secondary at times can be had if you give your quarterback some time. That is a perfect pass.
And it's not only that, it's just a great catch.
That's
all hands. That's all hands in traffic. You know the safety's coming. Here's the safety coming to lower that shoulder in you. Takes a lot of guts to want to make that play.
All right, so we're waiting on the extra point right now, but what do you think, guys? The extra point is good, I can tell you in advance. I'm making a prediction. Watch this.
Can we just have a running clock?
All right, 21-10, guys. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Is this game over?
DC's quotable.
No.
Is this game over?
No, because their defense.
You think that the Texans right now can come back and win this game?
No, I didn't. No, you asked, was the game over?
I'm saying, is the game over?
No, the game's not over because this defense is going to hold them. The defense is going to score. I think this defense is going to score. They're going to get a scoop and score. They're going to get a pick 6. They're going to score. But this offense, I can't put this all on Stroud because you put him in a bad position as a coach. One thing about coaching in football, we blame players a lot. Like last night. Let's go to last night. You know why Sam Darnold only needed to be 12 of 17 and 124? His coaching staff put him in position to be successful by saying, look, we're going to pound, we're going to lean on our defensive special teams, and we're going to pound, we're going to hand the ball to Walker 20 times. Zach Charbonnet would have had 15, 16 carries if he didn't get hurt. But go look at their rushes last night. They handed the ball off to like 4 or 5 different running backs. Let's protect our guy. Nope. We're going to go in New England, in the cold, in the snow, in the sleet, in the rain, and we're going to ask C.J. Stroud, who hasn't had the year that we wanted him to have, to throw 21 pass attempts in the first half. Oh, by the way, with no WR1 because Nico Collins has been ruled out with a concussion. Guys, you're setting your team and you're setting your guy up to fail.
Well, I don't know where they're going to go for here. If Marks isn't playing, Nick Chubb? I mean, did anyone know that Nick Chubb was still in the league?
Marks has got to suck it up. If he's questionable, whatever he's got going on. Look, it's either we win or you're playing in Cabo tomorrow morning. Which one you want? You want to play in Cabo tomorrow morning? Or do you want to fight? Listen, this is an 11-point game with 3 to go in the second
Okay, but
quarter.
we talk all about that Houston defense. They didn't do anything to stop New England on that drive. They went right down the field.
Well, just three
Boom.
straight, three slants.
Yeah,
bam,
3
bam,
slants and May hit a bullseye in all of them.
They'll settle back in. This defense will set. They're not going to quit and give up.
All right, so 3 minutes to go in the first half, and we'll see if Houston can get something going. All right, guys, let's start focusing on the game later tonight in frigid Chicago. And again, weather's not going to be a factor in this game. It's just not.
Both so conflicted.
You know, the question is, well, I don't know. He's a Caleb Williams guy.
He's so conflicted.
But he's also a Rams
You got to
guy.
pick a side, though, Bo. You don't get to come in here next week
and
brag about either. You got to pick a side today.
I think I want the Bears to win because I think what Sean McVay has done this week, whining about Ben Johnson and the way he treated LaFleur, is just Bush League. It's really annoying.
You don't think it's taking up for his boy?
Well,
I don't care if he's taking for his boy. It's just.
I'm just asking.
I think if you're an NFL head coach.
We almost had another interception.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I just think it's. I think you just ignore that, and it's none of your business. Like I get that it's your guy, but just if you want to, if you want to do that, then go score 44 points on the Bears tonight. Don't go to the press and talk about it.
I'm sorry.
fine.
Matt LaFleur's a grown-ass man. Like, he doesn't need the defensive
doesn't
Sean
need
McVay.
I was just asking.
He doesn't need another, like, there's too many jobs at stake for the Rams to go out there and defend the honor of Sean bleeping McVay.
Yeah, well, I agree.
Sorry, not Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur.
And the weird thing to me was the
so
way it was reported is like McVay and his coaching tree are upset at what Ben Johnson did.
I didn't see that. His
okay.
coach, okay.
You
He
think
went got
that-
his boys.
you know what's interesting, guys, about that is what is the interaction going to be between Ben Johnson and Sean McVay today?
None.
I do think.
None.
I do think.
I mean, Ben Johnson has already proven that he doesn't give a rat's ass.
No, I don't think there's any bad. There's no bad blood between them, but like
There is now.
It's so funny that NFL fans talk about how they want rivalries and they want X and Y, and then they get it and they're like, "Well, no, I don't want it like that." Like, I'm sorry, but like,
I do.
Yeah, what Ben Johnson is doing with Chicago and towards Green Bay is how everybody in the NFC North should feel about every other team. Like.
Every division.
And that's
every
also
division, every division should feel that way.
That's also a personal rivalry that's gone back to when he was in Detroit too. This isn't just out of nowhere this year. We had Matt LaFleur on TV mouthing "F-U" to Ben Johnson and the Lions sideline when the Lions went for it on a 4th down last season.
Very true.
Like, this is something that's been brewing for a while with these two.
All right.
Wow, did they call a defensive hold?
It was. That's why he took a shot.
Wow.
Yeah, he saw the flag come out. That's why. That's
All
why
right,
he took a
so
shot downfield.
big break for Houston right now because again, that was just thrown up for grabs.
Well, he had him beat. This isn't thrown for grabs.
Oh, I see there. There's
he grabs him. Well, I mean, illegal contact, but no, he's got him beat. That's why he grabbed him, because he knew he was beat. And his coach and his quarterback just
Vrabel's like that.
trying to
That's
throw
a
it out
hold.
there, man.
He didn't even hold him. He just put his arm out.
I like bad blood. I'm with you, Bo. I like bad blood
I
in
do
sports,
too.
period. I just think it started, honestly, in the NBA. Everybody's shaking hands. Everybody want to be friends. Guys going on vacation together. The banana boat crap. I hated all of it. And I talked and I made it known. I hated all of it. It's okay for you not to like your opponent. Like, I think, especially in football, and you have to not like, you should hate your opponent.
Hold on.
So you can go out and hit him hard in his mouth over and over and
All
over
right,
again.
they put Woody Marks back in the game, so Marks just carried the ball for a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, but
he now has 9 carries for 3 yards.
Your linemen aren't. Look at the push.
All right, so
Look at
here
the
it
push.
is, and it's a 4-yard loss.
You know what? And you know why that is? You know what it is, Steve? Because you've been standing up and going in pass pro most of the game.
Houston
and
right now
you're
has
asking
11
me-
carries for 7 yards.
And now you're asking me to fire off the ball and go blind. That's not how it works.
All right, so C.J. Stroud throws a perfect pass to get the first down, so they're now past midfield. All right, let's find out what is trending right now. Unbelievable. I mean, this is hot and heavy today. Hot and heavy.
Monty, you feel me, right, Mama? Like, really, these 25 pass attempts in this weather for this kid.
It doesn't
like,
make sense.
It makes zero
It doesn't
sense.
make sense. And you know this is going to be a close game because it's not like they can throw and we can't. It's just a tough environment to throw right now. So why? Why are you putting your quarterback, who is a little bit
I'll give you 10.
shaky,
Their
in
running
danger?
game has 11 carries for 7 yards.
I understand.
Woody Marks, 9 carries, 3 yards.
But we're acting like it's the third quarter, late in the third quarter, and they're down 2-3 scores. Like, it's still
I'm doing
so
the math
early.
right now. If you're averaging 0.3 yards a carry, it would take 30 carries to get 10 yards.
Don't do that, Steve. Don't do that.
I
I've
know.
already explained
30 carries
No,
to get
yeah,
10 yards.
but that can change at any moment. You can have one explosive play that can change the momentum.
But even more than that, Monty, I've already explained it. They started the game wrong. And now you're here, like you said, now you're here, and now you want to no.
Right.
Your linemen have been standing up to pass pro. Guys, it's different than firing off the ball. And they haven't been doing. Now you're asking me to do it, but I've been pass pro for the last quarter and a half in cold. All right, well.
Get the job done.
Yeah, no.
Get the job done.
CJ Stroud is definitely struggling, whether it's the weather, whether it's New England's defense, but the Patriots are up with the pick six, 21-10 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Houston does have the ball. They just got a first down. They're around midfield, so we'll see if they get some points on the board before halftime. For Houston, tight end Dalton Schultz, which you guys mentioned, ruled out with a calf injury. Running back Woody Marks is questionable to return with a shoulder injury. CJ Stroud not only has 3 interceptions, he has thrown for 124 yards and a touchdown. Drake May has thrown for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. Still to come, the Bears and the Rams, but that's going to kick off in about 2 hours at 6:30 Eastern time. When it comes to other NFL news, well, Titans have a second head coaching interview scheduled with Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy and Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. Now that some teams have lost, there are other individuals who can have virtual interviews, not in person yet, but 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh is interviewing virtually today with the Ravens and the Titans. Bills offensive coordinator Joe Brady interviewing virtually today with the Ravens. In fact, they just announced that they completed that interview. And also with the Dolphins. In college football, former Florida quarterback DJ Lagway is signing with Baylor. When it comes to the NBA, Grizzlies defeated the Magic in London 126-109. In the NHL, the Lightning are currently up on the Stars 4-1 with less than 2 minutes to go in the third period. Back to you guys.
All right, Monty, thank you very much. Great job, as
Right back
always.
at ya.
Once again, we're in the Fox Sports Radio studios. Don't forget, after the show, our podcast is going up. So if you missed any of today's show, check out the podcast. Just search Fox Sports Radio wherever you get your podcasts. Follow, review the podcast, rated 5 stars. Again, just search Fox Sports Radio wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see today's show posted right after we get off the air. And we just seen the 4th interception thrown by C.J. Stroud. So coming out of the 2-minute warning, C.J. Stroud just threw another interception. His 4th interception of the first half.
Another one. 6
interceptions.
6 turnovers in the last 2 weeks.
Not 2. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Not 4.
So C.J. Stroud throws a.
This is terrible.
It's a terrible pass. It's behind the receiver.
It's terrible.
And he looking right at the receiver, right at the 2 feet down. That is an interception.
He's good.
4 interceptions, 10 of 24, 124 yards. When's the last time you literally saw a quarterback throw 4 interceptions in one half?
Trevor Lawrence.
He did it against, and they came back to win that game.
Came back to win that game.
That's right, against the Chargers. That is correct.
He looks shell-shocked at this point now. He just looks,
It's like, what? Look at that throw.
He only threw 8 in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
And has thrown 4 today.
Yeah.
5. It's like Herbert last year.
Yeah, it had more in one game than the entire season.
All year long. Well, I don't know. He's got a shot to throw 4 more to get to his 8.
All right, so New England takes over. They got a couple minutes to go. If I'm New England right now, I'm not taking any unnecessary chances.
Man, this is run left, run right, run left, run right. Get to the locker room.
Yeah, and you're up 21-10 at this point.
And maybe if you can get a field goal out of this because the Texans get the ball back.
Let me ask you again, is this game over?
No.
Okay, all right. New England
I just
trust
this defense. I really do.
Well, again, do you trust C.J. Stroud's going to lead a comeback?
I need the defense to score.
Oh, I see.
And there's a drop foul.
If it's 28-10, then I think it's
28-10 game over. Yeah. But now, look, think about it. 3rd and 7, clock stop, minute 14. They hold again here. Texas is going to get the ball before the half again.
If I'm Will Anderson or any of the other guys on the Texans defense at halftime, I am putting the offensive coordinator through a table.
Right. And I'm getting in CJ's face.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm getting in CJ's face. And this is man-to-man teammate, bro. This ain't get out your feelings. Wake the bleep up. Wake the bleep up. You've turned the ball over 4 times. And one of their remember, this could easily be 10-14. This last touchdown was a pick 6. Boom, and there's an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Clock stop.
By the way, on the previous play, Vrabel was upset at the officials because Lassiter's hands were all over the receiver. All over the receiver. Yeah. He's like, what? Can somebody please define what holding or pass interference is?
Or a catch.
Or a catch?
We don't even know what a catch is.
I mean,
if you look around sports, period, we don't know what a double dribble is. We don't know what a travel is. We don't know what a carry is.
Well, first of all, everything is a carry by the old. When people always gets to me when people say, I've watched old NBA. Boy, it was a slow game. I go, you ever watch them dribble? Because when I was a kid, and that's a long time ago, you had to keep your hand on top of it. We would literally have dribbling built. It was like this. It was like a piston.
You had to dribble like this.
Like this. If you put your hand on the side of the ball, it was automatically palming the ball.
Definitely if you put your hand under the ball.
Right. And now they just do this the whole game.
They could turn the ball over
it makes it easier to have crossovers when you can do that.
The entire game.
The whole game. So that, if you're wondering why it looks so slow in the old days in the NBA, look where their hand is as they're dribbling the ball.
And it wasn't that slow. Put on tape of tiny Nate Archibald.
Well, you had to pass the ball. That was it. Pass.
Put on tape of Jerry West. These guys don't watch. People don't watch.
Yeah.
They listen to debate and talk shows. Nobody really goes and does research anymore.
C.J. Stroud, guys.
He's done.
He cannot throw the ball.
I'm with
now
Bo.
He's so freaked out. So they get the ball back after the 3 and out. There's still a minute to go in the half. C.J. Stroud's first pass was in the dirt.
Why are you throwing? I mean, I'm just serious.
He's 10 of 25. Remember, I was kidding early in that 50 passes.
You said 50 passes.
I said this like a minute in the game. He's going to be throwing 50. He's on pace for 50 passes.
I would probably come out. I'd probably bench him.
There's no coming back from that, though.
But you know what, though? People had questions about him this year. Let's get real. This 8-9 game run that they went on this year had a lot to do with their defense. But there's also no Nico out there, guys. Maybe we need to start looking at Nico, who is now a 2-time Pro Bowler. He got elected again this year. And we might need to start to look at him and go, hey, he is the legitimate WR1 because without him, there's no one else out here who can get off coverage. Christian Kirk can't move. He can't do nothing. And here we are with 3rd and 10. They're going to get the Patriots the ball back.
Well, let's see what happens here. They're at their own 10-yard line. I mean, this is risky business. I mean, there's a flag right at the snap of the ball. C.J. Stroud goes down.
That's going to be another one of those illegal procedures because it looks like that the receiver was not set long enough after motion or started leaning forward.
Well, they'll decline that then if it's against the Houston. So right now, C.J. Stroud again, first half stats, illegal procedure. That'll be declines. They'll be punting out of their end zone. 10 of 26.
With 4
10
picks.
of 26 with 4 picks.
That's crazy.
So you're saying he's 14 of 26.
Exactly. 10 of 26 with 4 picks
Well,
in
I had
the
to think
first
about
half.
that for a second. Just now I'm like,
Meanwhile,
what are you talking
Houston
about?
has actually that was a good run for them. That was a 1-yard run. That was not a sack. So they now have 12 carries for 8 yards.
And let's not act like that Drake May is lighting it up, guys. Let's not
so
act like Drake May is lighting it up.
If you're Will Anderson and company, man, you got to be screaming.
I'm jacking my coaching staff up. I'm throwing helmets. I'm kicking lockers. Because we are the reason why we're here. And then this is what you guys, and this is the game plan that y'all put out. Knowing that he was shaky last week, we scored twice last week. Rankins doesn't pick that ball up. Like you said, it's 7-6 in that game.
It was 7-6 going into the fourth quarter. It was 10-6 until the fumble and fumble return. And the pick six, as you said, to finish that thing off. All right,
Drake
so
May
there's
is 9 of
36
16 for
seconds
109.
left.
He's not lighting the world up, guys.
Okay, so right now, at the very least, New England trying to get into field goal position, which they're at midfield right now with 36 seconds to go, and they have all 3 of their timeouts. So New England can definitely get themselves into field goal range.
Defense needs to make a play right here. They need a turnover. They cannot even give up a field goal. And
there
it
it is.
And there it is.
A strip
and there it
sack,
is.
and is recovered by the Houston Texans.
And Houston got it. There it is. Oh, the Patriots got it back. Campbell got it back.
Yeah, Campbell. And by the way, Campbell recovered the other fumble.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this defense.
They have one guy. They have an offensive lineman for the Patriots that has recovered 2. Yeah, that's a fumble for sure. But this Campbell guy's been. Texans need to work on recovering fumbles.
I got a trivia question for you guys. Who do you think has more total yards in this game, guys?
I would imagine it is I can tell you right now, it is the
Texans.
130.
Yeah, it's going to be the Texans because the Patriots have had a bunch of short fields.
How many more plays have they run? They've run 38 plays to 29.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, 38 to 32.
Yeah.
They've run more plays. They have more yards.
Mm-hmm.
And this defense, and guess who? Once again, he's got 2 forced fumbles today. Will Anderson Jr.
Well, we were saying before the game, Drake May can't play like he did last week. Drake May pretty much is playing like last week.
Yeah, we didn't know that CJ was going to throw 4 picks in the first half.
But, well, he was the X factor. All right, coming up on the other side, predictions on what's going to happen in tonight's matchup between the Rams and the Bears.
Look at that stat. I didn't know that.
This is End Zone Radio.
Fox Sports Radio is this.
Refreshing.
Fox Sports Radio is also this.
Caring. Generous.
Fox Sports Radio is, you guessed it, this.
You can't say a lot of guys do it.
Fox Sports Radio is all of this.
They've never been more valuable.
Thank you guys for the entertainment.
Plus so much more. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, Massachusetts. Ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved an average of $713 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Plus, get free premium delivery on any bed with base. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at a Sleep Number store today.
They're more
morning show's funny.
Kind of set the tone for my day. This is the show that has two pros and a cup of Joe.
Who is Joe?
LeVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, and Jonas Knox.
So LeVar Arrington, LeVarrington.
Okay.
You got some company. The 2026 College Football Hall of Fame class was announced.
Love it.
And there's some familiar names here. Some guy by the name of Kijana Carter.
About time, man.
Yeah, he's what the hell took so long?
Dude, but there's so many guys. Like when you look at how it's Kijana Carter just now getting in, you're like, all right. I mean, it takes a while. There's a lot of schools with a lot of good guys who, Peter Wart's just now getting in.
That's crazy.
The ones that I always find interesting is like Jordan Lynch was a really good player at Northern Illinois, but you look at for example the Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison just got in. He played back in the early 90s. Like there's guys who are in his position that probably aren't in that played back in the 90s or even like 80s, and you're going, okay, like some of these guys should be getting in, man.
I'm just glad the ones that I saw got in, especially Kijana and Peter Ward, man. Cool story about Peter Ward. I gave him my Benerick Award the year that I got it, our last year in school, because he got no awards. Can you imagine this? Peter Ward's last year in school, Florida State wins the national title. They beat a Virginia Tech Hokie team led by a guy by the name of Michael Vick. Peter Ward is the most electric player that I've ever seen play college football, and that includes Reggie Bush.
To get the rest of LeVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, and Jonas Knox, podcast by searching Two Pros and a Cup of Joe. Listen to Two Pros and a Cup of Joe weekdays from 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
Basically, get out of the way.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
The Steelers owner addressed the Mike Tomlin departure. Art Rooney II, Mike Tomlin, and was it his choice to step down?
Well, it was his decision, and I will say that I wasn't shocked.
Was he surprised at this? Yes, he was. So that's why I don't think that he was forced out. I think Mike Tomlin realized that maybe he had taken this team as far as he could take them. John Harbaugh didn't realize that. Ownership told him to realize that he had taken the team as far as he could take them. Yeah, I truly believe Mike Tomlin realized that it was time to go. The Steelers now have to replace Mike Tomlin because Mike Tomlin decided that he didn't want to coach there anymore.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan and the Danettes and you.
Weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. This is the Jason Smith Show.
Check this out.
With Mike Harmon.
Kuminga is 23 years old. Feels like he's been in the league for
He's been
5
around
years,
a long
right?
time. Yeah.
And he was going to be generation next for the Warriors. He is a young player with a lot of upside. That is a change of scenery guy. Again, you have seen it, and he is only 23. He's not 33. He's 23. This is where the Warriors are now going to throw out Jonathan Kuminga and some of those big picks they have, those first-round picks they have, and this is where they go get their third superstar player to pair alongside with Steph and Jimmy Butler, and this is where they make their run. They started this season as well as you can, right? Maybe it's Giannis, maybe it's somebody else, maybe it's Karl Anthony Towns, I don't know, but it's somebody out there that's going to be their third superstar, and it's going to be Kuminga and draft picks it's going to get it.
You're listening to Jason Smith with Mike Harmon. Weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. When you call yourself the premier sports lineup in the nation, you have to back it up. Well, my friends, we do. Check these names. Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, LeVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, Jonas Knox. Spectacular. Cavino and Rich, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, Ben Maller, Jason Smith, and Mike Harmon. Boom. The best. Is that premier enough? Listen to all those names right here. Really? On Fox Sports Radio. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details.
Go! Check them out.
FS1.
Check them out.
FS1.
Score of 21-10. C.J. Stroud, 10 of 26, 124 yards, a touchdown, and 4 picks. Drake May, 10 of 19, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. weather is a factor, no question about that. But play calling is going to be interesting at halftime because, look, I've asked you a couple times, is this game over? And you said no. I agree with it. It's not over, obviously.
You just
because
saw what the defense looked like going into the half.
This Texans defense is capable of creating turnovers. And the Patriots avoided a couple of bullets.
Right.
They had 2 fumbles that were recovered by the Patriots.
Mays got 3. Drake Mays fumbled the ball 3 times himself. They've just been able to recover them.
Correct. And so the Patriots are not home free, but I don't know. What do you do with your quarterback to try to get him settled down?
I don't know if you
at
can.
the very least.
I don't know you can, and the easy answer is, oh yeah, bench him and bring in Stidham. I would love to hear what Ryan Clark and these guys are saying, because I know that's all they're talking about is what are you doing. These guys are being very demonstrative right now, which means somebody's got to be agreeing with me. I wish I can hear them. I'm sure somebody's like, listen, you got to start to run the football. Tell your offensive line, get off their asses, blow off the ball, fire off the ball. Let's get the running game going, and let's get some easier passes. They were trying to run play action. How the hell, let me ask you this. How the hell do you run play action if you don't run the ball? Like, why are you even faking play action? You haven't run the ball. So I don't think you're going to run. That's why they got guys coming free whenever they were doing the bootleg. Notice after that last interception, they have not run one play action bootleg play, but you're 4/10 too late. Now you're just dropping them straight back and asking them to pick apart the Patriots defense, and now he's shell-shocked, man. Like,
all right, well, we'll see how this plays out. So New England will actually, Houston gets the ball to start the second half. New England had it first in the first half, so Houston will get the ball to open up the second half, and they better look a lot different to get themselves back into this game. All right, let's talk about the game coming up later on, guys. Bears hosting the Rams. Let's just start with home field. Forget the weather, just home field. Is that a factor for anybody in this?
No.
Anybody?
No.
Is any advantage to the Bears playing at home?
No.
No. Okay. I think we're all in
I
agreement.
just think the Rams are just too experienced.
Okay.
They're not worried about that.
Let's hear my argument about the Rams in this game is this. The Rams have not played well for about the last month. I mean, that game against Carolina, what was that about? You had an early 14-0 lead. Looks like a nice, easy win.
Huh?
And you let them right back in the game, and all of a sudden the Panthers got themselves.
They
start well. The Panthers got their confidence.
Yep.
Bryce Young got his confidence, got himself back into that game. That's Carolina. Bears are better than that. So,
are they?
Yeah, because they have a quarterback that believes he can find a way to win, and that means you have a team that believes they can come back and win. You don't win 7 games, including a playoff game in the last 2 minutes, unless you believe you are like destined to win these games. That first half against Green Bay was 21-3. That game should have been over. And all of a sudden the Bears, everyone talks about, Caleb Williams leading the comeback. How about the fact that the Bears defense completely shut down Green Bay in that second half?
Yeah.
3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. So it was a completely different Bears team. All right, but that being said, look, we all agree the Rams are the better team.
They're favored.
They are favored, 3.5 point
3.5
favorites,
points.
and that number is held steady. Give me a scenario. I'll start with you, Bo. If the Bears win this game tonight, how did they win it?
The same way they've won every game that they've won, by pulling a rabbit out of their butt late.
Okay. How about you, Chris? If the Bears win tonight, it's because
the game is close in the fourth quarter.
So
that's what it is. Like every time we've seen this, like if the Rams win this game, they've got to bury the Bears deep. Not just at the half, not just at the third quarter. When the fourth quarter starts, it better be like 28-7 or 28-3 or something. You cannot even give you cannot give even a chance that Caleb Williams can have late game heroics.
Okay, but this brings up again the question. I mean, it would seem to be an obvious answer, but maybe it's not, because of this insane record the Bears have put up this year with 7 wins in the last 2 minutes. If the game's on the line, last 2 minutes of the game, who are we trusting? Caleb Williams or Matthew Stafford?
Can you say both?
Stafford.
You
could say both, but that's an easy answer.
At that point, it's just whoever has the ball last.
Right. I'm with you on that, because Caleb has shown I can do it, but I think we all want to lead on Stafford's experience. McVay's experience.
He's also got the better weapon too.
Here's the thing that I want to go with is who do I trust more on the sideline at that point? Because that's just as important.
I think Ben
who's
Johnson.
on
Ben
the
Johnson,
field.
yeah.
I would go with
McVay gets tight.
McVay, we even saw this year what was that late was it overtime against the 49ers? Like his decision making.
Who's the pressure on tonight? Pressure's on someone. Who's the pressure on tonight?
the Rams.
Oh, the Rams. Absolutely,
You think it's on the Rams?
Absolutely.
Yes, I think
the
so,
Bears
too.
are overachievers this year. They,
Actually, they're not. Actually, they're not, because when Ben
They're
Johnson
not
came
did
in,
anybody pick him to
it's
win
not
that
about,
division?
It's not about what people picked. It's not about what people picked. But you have the #1 overall pick from just 2 years ago, and you have who most people think is the new next up-and-coming wonder
we
coach.
didn't know he was going to be that coach.
I think the thing is that
we've heard
the
a
Bears
lot of
will
hype
have-
for young coaches.
No, people. I didn't
remember
hear
hype
nobody
for
not
Brandon
thinking,
Staley.
I know, but I didn't hear nobody thinking Ben Johnson couldn't get it done.
Here's the thing: is like I think the Bears are ahead of schedule. I don't know if the Bears are ahead of
They
schedule,
are.
but I think they believe they'll have more bites at the apple. Whereas I don't know how many more years we're going to see of Matt Stafford playing, especially at this MVP level. You're not going to have that again. Like this might be a last swing for this.
They
version
better
of the
watch
Rams.
that more bites at the apple, because there's NFL players that tell you don't take for granted getting to a certain
Oh, absolutely,
point.
100%.
All right, we'll get ready for the second half of this game. Rams, Bears later on. Dan and Carrie
God bless
are on
everybody.
deck. I will tell you that End Zone Radio's over right now. Keep it here on Fox Sports Radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Do you have a history of those dreadful calcium oxalate stones? Well, Kidney Cop is here to help. Shown in laboratory testing to reduce the rate of calcium oxalate crystal growth by 99%. Yes, 99%. Don't wait. Start taking Kidney Cop Calcium Oxalate Protector today. That's Kidney Cop, C-O-P. Kidney Cop. Order today at Amazon.com, Walmart.com, or KidneyCop.com. That's Amazon, Walmart, or KidneyCop.com.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. We're proud to offer high-quality, rechargeable hearing aids starting at just $98. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and hear the difference today by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Fearless voice in sports is on FS1. The one and only Colin Cowherd is bold, unique, and outspoken.
Wow.
You can see him on The Herd, weekdays at noon Eastern on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. There are some shows you don't want to miss.
This is going to be fun.
And there are some shows you can't miss.
Let's not overreact.
This is Covino and Rich.
I always find it interesting on a show, like a dating show like The Bachelor, where the guy has to pretend he's into a lot of these girls for the ruse and the
optics.
And the optics of the show. But Covino and I agree. If you put us in a room of 25 good-looking, well-rounded women,
I'd narrow it down to 5 real quick.
You can narrow it down to 5, and then maybe get to know those 5 and be like, "Oh, she's my match." But
that happened to you that time with the Nets dancers, remember?
Yeah. Immediately,
you could be pleasantly surprised, though.
Yeah.
Someone else might make the cut.
Yeah, someone that you might not be
Yeah.
initially
You didn't
attracted
notice it
to,
right away.
her personality shines. But for the most part, those shows, you really could be like, all right, you 20, I'm sure you're amazing, but not for me. Harbaugh must have really just did the anti-Bachelor, where he's like, listen, I know, no ruse. Atlanta, I'm not coming there. Hey, Cleveland, save your breath. Like, he might have really just took the approach of, listen, New York, if you're going to roll out the red carpet, you're sort of where I want to go, so I don't want to waste anyone else's time. Let's get it done, and that way we can all just move along with our day.
But I'm also sure that Dark gave the thumbs up, and vice versa. I'm sure that was like, yeah, we're willing to do this, and I believe in this kid. I think he's great. I'm sure he believes in some of these young players and some of the moves that they're willing and promising to make his coaching there go smoother.
I got a question.
Remember,
for
he had a
everyone.
list of demands.
Yeah, he said he wanted a fish tank.
Hey, this is Cheech, and this is Chong, and you're listening to Covino and Rich, so listen up.
To get the rest of what Covino and Rich said, podcast it by searching Covino and Rich. And as always, you can hear Covino and Rich weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. This is The Herd.
You got to be consistent.
With Colin Cowherd.
Mike check. The Steelers have this under 500 phobia, which is remarkable because there's 4 times evidence right in front of them. Think about this. 4 division winners. I'm not talking just playoff teams. 4 division winners. Bears, Patriots, Jags, Carolina. Lost 12 games last season. This isn't the NBA where you're drafting 18 and 19-year-olds. They're not even mature enough, old enough at the hotel bar to have a cocktail. This isn't baseball where there's nobody you can draft out of college and change his outcome. This is the NFL where it happens all the time. Kyle Shanahan, 4 times in San Francisco, has been under 500. Think about that. Is he a failure? Think about that. Is he a failure?
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Wow.
Weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. I give you 2 pros and a cup of Joe.
They're extremely talented.
Putting the more in mornings.
Can you feel the power?
Jonas Knox.
Fired up.
LeVar Arrington.
Hear the roar.
And Brady Quinn.
Some dudes just go about their business.
That's the crew. It's 2 pros and a cup of Joe. Listen every weekday at 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Get more out of your mornings on Fox Sports Radio. FS1.
Looking for the one, what you looking at the one?
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1.
Looking for the one, what you looking at the one?
And here's what you need to know.
The second half between the Patriots and the Texans is officially underway in the AFC Divisional round, and it was all Patriots in the first half.
May in the shotgun. Diggs motions right to left. Henry the tight end left. Drake takes the snap. He looks to left, fires for Diggs. Stretching out. Makes the catch. Touchdown. Patriots.
Money player.
Perfect throw.
Big
fantastic catch.
Big time throw, Bob. Big time freaking throw.
You just heard it all on the Sports Hub and the Patriots Radio Network. They're up right now against the Texans, 21-10. Drake May has thrown for 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception, while C.J. Stroud has thrown for 147 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Texans had the ball. They just fumbled it. New England has it. They just got going in the third quarter. NHL, Lightning beat the Stars 4-1. I'm Monty Bolaños.
Ready. Play clock starting. The second half is going down.
Yeah!
And you're locked into Fox Sports End Zone Radio.
Right up the gut and into the end zone.
Every stadium.
To the end zone.
Every score.
He's gone, baby.
Every turnover.
It's intercepted. He's going to the house.
Every touchdown.
To the goal line. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Dan Beyer and former All-Pro NFL safety Kerry Rhodes.
We have got drama here at Fox Sports Radio, so much so Monty Bolaños has just left the room. She is out of here on is this a fumble, is this not a fumble in the Houston-New England game. If it is a fumble, it would be Houston's 24th turnover of this game, Kerry. This first half that we're now early in the second half took forever. I don't know if Shea was able to track down numbers, but of real time, it took like an hour and 50 minutes. Not 15. It felt like 50, an hour and 50 minutes, almost 2 hours to play the first half. But you got the Patriots up on the Texans, and it does look like the Texans ended up retaining possession.
Yeah, no, this game is like all playoff games. It's going to come down to the team that can take care of the ball, and Houston has not taken care of the ball, and that's why they're down 11. But they're driving the ball right after halftime. They're inside the 30 of New England and trying to put points on the board. If they get points on the board here, we're in a different ball game.
See, this is the tricky thing about being at the news desk. You can only do what they say, and they ruled it a fumble at that time.
Yeah.
So Monty was spot on with her observation. Ultimately, the fumble was reviewed. It was an expedited review, but Houston ends up keeping possession. If they would have turned that over, I don't know how you could come back, because there's going to be more mistakes.
Yeah.
It's been a mistake-filled contest in New England with the Patriots up 11, and the Patriots have been the one who have been able to cash in. They haven't been perfect by any means, but there was an opportunity earlier in the game where the Texans forced a Drake May fumble. The ball could not be recovered by anybody as it was going towards the end zone. It ended up being recovered by New England, but Texans could have gotten a safety, could have gotten a defensive score at that time, and instead they forced a punt, and then there was another scenario that came in. So there have been opportunities for both sides, but Houston right now just can't hold on to the football.
And Dan, in these games, they're a little bit different in the regular season. Obviously, they all count. But, that play you're talking about where Daniil Hunter could have picked up the ball, could have just fell on the ball and secured possession. You try to make the spectacular play, pick it up, and score a touchdown instead of, these points and everything matters so much more, and it's so much more magnified here. I'm sure that will be talked about. But, yeah, you just got to get on the ball and get possession for your team in that position.
I'm a little frustrated, honestly. I'm a little mad at these two teams because I liked this matchup. It was something that we talked about earlier this week on Fox Sports Radio. Of the 4 games that we had this weekend, each had their own intriguing storyline. But I thought this matchup between New England and Houston was going to be a great matchup Houston's been there. Like, this is their 3rd appearance under DeMeco Ryans in the postseason, but still I look at them as a young team, Gary. And obviously New England is new with Drake May in his 2nd year, and this version of the Patriots is new, not the organization, but a new Patriots team. So I was really intrigued by this game, but it looks like it's been a game of two teams that are a bit inexperienced in this spot. And maybe the weather has something to do with it. Maybe the opponent has something to do with it. But it has been a sloppy game so far between the Patriots and Texans.
You hit the nail on the head. It is inexperience. So you get in these situations and just, what I just said before about even just falling on the ball. Those moments can be bigger when you're an inexperienced team. And so, they're having their moments. But I expect this second half to be played a little bit better. And it's going to come down still to the fourth quarter. I mean, all these playoff games have. Mine is the Seattle Seahawks. But all these games have been fourth quarter games.
They shouldn't have played the fourth quarter last night in Seattle the way that game went between the Niners and Seahawks.
I saw somebody waving the white flag over there. They just didn't catch it on TV.
It's funny, you look back on it and you see Rashid Shaheed take the opening kickoff, and that lone touchdown and the score, the extra point, was enough to win it. Right? I mean, 49ers only were able to kick 2 field goals, but that ended up being the as much as San Francisco could get. And so now the Seahawks await the winner of the game that follows this one in Chicago between the Bears and Rams. It's funny because the weather seems to be a factor in New England, and all we've talked about in this Rams-Bears game is the weather.
Yeah.
The Rams maybe haven't been as perfect and clean as we thought they were during the regular season, but they are still a I don't want to say a juggernaut, but they are a quality football team, and that's why they're a 3.5 point favorite in this game today in Chicago. But it's going to be cold. The Bears do have momentum. You just wonder, is it all used up after their win over Green Bay, or do they've got something left for the Rams today?
Yeah, I think that's TBD, Dan. But you're right. I mean, the Rams, when they're hitting on all cylinders, I think they're the best team in football when they're doing that, when they're hitting on all cylinders. But we can say that a lot of times, and a lot of teams don't play full cylinder in the playoffs because other teams are going to have something to do with that, right? And so the Bears come into this game, they have home field advantage. They have the quote-unquote weather advantage in the situation as well. I don't think the weather will play as much of a problem as people think. It's going to be cold, but as long as it's not wet, then I think the Rams will be fine. But if we get some precipitation in the air and on the ground, then that will change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious, especially with the temperatures, because I think both of these teams' secondaries are gettable with Chicago and Los Angeles. So we will see how that plays out. And if it ended up being on the shoulders of the running game, I actually like Chicago's a little bit more than LA's.
You do?
Yes, with Swift and Monangai as opposed to Williams and Corum. So not that Chicago would have an advantage, but I like what Chicago has in that spot. So if it became, because of the cold weather, a running game, I actually think that could favor Chicago in this instance.
Yeah, I mean, I see why you say that. They both are very similar in their back approach as well, and even the way they get to the run game. They both like to run the stretch. They like to get angles for their backs to get that 1 foot down and plant and find the cutback lanes, and both of them are really good. I think the only reason I would say that it doesn't favor Chicago is because of Chicago's defense. And so even if the running backs are better, Chicago's defense has been terrible in the postseason. So that's the only thing I would say about that situation.
Texans on their drive ended up settling for a field goal at a 3rd and 2, and C.J. Stroud, with these conditions, with the snow rain mix that they have and that they're dealing with, now it's turning more to snow. Unable to get a tight spiral on the football. Christian Kirk and ball ended up kind of floating towards Kirk on a 3rd and 2. Was unable to reel it in, so they settle for 3. So it's 21-13 in the contest. Winner of this game gets the Bo Nix-less Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game, and I guess that's the proper way to start to connect this game. But talk about the gut punch and the disappointment for everybody involved. And I know it's not over for Denver, but it can't be a great feeling, especially if you're a Bronco fan, to find out that your quarterback is going to miss the AFC Championship game and possibly the Super Bowl if you can navigate that because of that broken ankle.
Yeah. Hey man, that sucks, man. you get done, you have a triumphant big win to advance to the AFC Championship game, and then before you can even get on the podium, that momentum is just taken away from you. Now that doesn't mean they can't win, but talk about a gut punch in real time. That sucks, man. You want teams to be at their full strength, and to see that happened, and to see that he finished the game, and know that you can get through that stuff with the emotion and all the things that are happening in that moment, adrenaline. It's a bad place, Dan.
Did that ever happen to you where you're like, oh, I did something, maybe I could play it in a couple plays, and then all of a sudden you realize,
yeah, it did.
Yeah, really.
In Minnesota, I hate playing in Minnesota, Dan. Every time I went to Minnesota, something happened.
Is that the Homer Dome, the Metrodome?
Yes. Yeah, that field was terrible, Dan. It was hard. Surface was not clean and not cool. But man, yeah, I broke my foot, so I fractured my 5th metatarsal. Planted, I literally felt it. I was like, oh, that doesn't feel good. But finished out the drive, went over to the sideline, and kind of just walked off. And I was like, okay, yeah, that doesn't feel good. After running and planting after I broke it, sat down. They went to check it. They're like, yeah, you got a fracture. I was like, what? And so, yeah, I played a couple plays after.
Wow.
But was done for a few weeks after that, Dan.
Jeez. Did you just feel like you could this is the very amateur chiropractor. Did you feel like you needed to adjust something? Was it sore, or was it?
It wasn't even sore, Dan. It just felt different.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's just like, oh, that's not normal. And so it wasn't like a sharp pain. It wasn't something that I was, ultimately worried about at the time. I was like, oh, I'll go tape it up, or I'll sit down and it'll be fine. But no, it was broken. It was fractured.
Well, Monty Bolaños said something to me off air. And Monty, I don't even know if you remember what it was, but I think it's what a lot of fans outside of Denver are thinking. And she's like, can't you just have the Bills play in the AFC Championship game? No, right?
I mean, I'm not the only one that feels this way. There's no way.
I think a lot of people, Chris Perfett is giving you the thumbs up. Yes.
Double thumbs up.
Just by default in letting that happen.
It happened to Florida State.
Okay? I saw something online, Dan, where they said, can we just do like an in-season trade and just trade Josh Allen to the Broncos and let him play in the Broncos game? So similar to what you're saying right now, yeah.
Yeah. Or how about this? We keep Josh Allen on the Bills. And no.
No, you play guillotine this year. You put together the guillotine leads. I'm saying we should let the Bills roster get poached by the Broncos. Winner takes all.
No, that would be great. Although I really need to see that Buffalo Bill logo in an end zone for a Super Bowl, but we're going to miss out on it for another year. The drama, by the way, I don't know if people realize this. Sean Payton did 2 press conferences last night.
That's right.
Because he had to come back and talk about the Bo Nix. Mm-hmm. So there was one where he was wearing his sideline gear with the orange hat, and then he came back in his winter gear where he was, black hoodie, sweatshirt, and a jacket, and they had to notify everybody about the Bo Nix injury, and it caught everyone off guard. And I don't know if Jared Stidham is going to win on Sunday, whoever they play, if they play Houston, if they play New England. I just find it difficult for it to be 2 games. And I don't look at it as even a Nick Foles sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
is because at least Foles had a couple of regular season games, and you go on the run that you do. I just think it's really difficult for a team that was already limited in what they could do. You don't have a J.K. Dobbins there in the backfield to alleviate some of the pressure of running the football, so you use Bo Nix with that. Yes, what'd you see, Kerry?
Oh, it's a strip sack. I mean, they finally got on the ball this time. What you said, Dan, just dive on the ball, just get the possession. But Houston got a strip sack, and they got the field goal to start it, 21-13, and now they're back in business again.
Is this the 14th fumble of the game? I just this is crazy. And yeah, it was knocked out. Will Anderson coming around
Another
the edge.
one. Another one.
And it truly is. It's remarkable on how many times we've seen the ball knocked out of anybody's hands.
The rain has turned into snow at this point too.
Yeah, it's not even about that. They just got to take care of the ball.
I would think that, like, I get like when it's wet.
Yes.
Like the snow's probably easier. Yeah.
Yes. It is.
It's not like that's dry though. Like that's the thing is like it then just takes a while for it to become wet.
So yeah.
So
that's true.
I don't think anything is really more beneficial or the other in this scenario. But the Texans are going to take over in New England territory at the 33-yard line after that turnover, and now it's just up to the Texans and C.J. Stroud to not make any mistakes. And he gets sacked on his first down. So on the first down pass attempt. So now it's going to be 2nd and long. And with that sack, they'd be out of field goal range right now for Fairbairn. Going back to the Broncos and Bills game, I do think we need to address a lot of what came from that contest.
Yes.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's see what the Texans do on the 2nd down play. We'll see how they do in the 2nd and 3rd because this is a pretty important point of the game. We'll take a timeout. On the other side, we'll talk about the pass interference. We'll talk about Josh Allen's comments that he made. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4 comes up at 2:45 today. And then we bring back for the first time in 2026, according to Monty. Yes, this is coming up at 6:25 Eastern. 6:45 Eastern, 3:45 Pacific time here on Fox Sports Radio. So now a manageable 3rd and 6 on a completion by C.J. Stroud. Here you are, Kerry. 3rd and 6 isn't ideal, but it's better than a 3rd and 16. They get about 10 yards back, and reviewing if the catch was made on the 2nd down play by Jaden Higgins. They're calling it a good catch for right now. But in this situation, it's just don't do anything stupid, C.J. Stroud.
Yes. Run the ball. Thank you. He will make his game so much easier if he runs the ball when he should. I know he wants to be a pocket passer, Dan, but he leaves so many yardage on the field. But that was a smart play right there.
In the play, the first down. Yeah, the play Kerry's talking about, Stroud did not see anybody open, saw a gap to run, and took off and got the first down on 3rd and 6. So the Texans now will be set up 1st and 10 at about the 17-yard line of New England. It's an 8-point ball game. And I would assume you get the touchdown here. I know we talk a lot about chasing points, but I would go for 2 to try to pull even if it's just the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
With these conditions, you don't know about kicking. Extra points aren't going to be guarantees. So if you go for 2, I think that would be the better setup that we have in New England. If you're the Houston Texans, currently down 8. 21-13, 5:55 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Be sure to subscribe to Fox Sports Radio's YouTube channel. Just search Fox Sports Radio on YouTube. You'll see our best videos from all of our shows. And don't stop there. Hit that thumbs up icon and comment away. Let us know whose takes you like and even those you don't. Just search Fox Sports Radio on YouTube and subscribe. Find Kerry at Kerry25 Roads. Monty Bolaños is here, as is Shay Mogengard, our executive producer. Chris Perfett, our technical producer, hitting the 1s and 2s, as they say. And the Texans will end up facing a 3rd down and about 5 as Woody Marks ran for the ball, lost control of it, and it has been recovered by New England. Are they calling this a fumble, Kerry Rhodes?
We're about to see. I thought he was down, but no.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
We've been on the air
Another
for
one.
15 minutes, and I think we've had 8 turnovers in this window so far.
Another one.
So now the Texans have turned it over.
And another one.
I thought from the camera angle he was down, and they showed the other camera, and it was clearly a fumble. Clearly stripped. Players are going for the football, and now the Patriots get a key turnover in this game. The 8th turnover of the game. 5 by Houston, 3 by New England. That's why this game is taking a day and a half to complete. He's Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Beyer. We talk about the Bills mess, and we'll see who turns it over again in New England next year on Fox Sports Radio.
The national championship game is set. Miami.
Miami wins. Miami's going to the national championship.
Indiana.
Indiana wins. The #1 team in the country.
A national champion is coming. The best college football playoff coverage on Fox Sports Radio.
DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is turning up the stakes for every DraftKings customer with over $2.5 million in prizes up for grabs every Sunday during NFL playoffs. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now and use code UPONGAME. Bet live for your share of $2.5 million in prizes with code UPONGAME. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus in most states, void in Ontario, restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. 3 sweepstakes with separate opt-ins. Minimum odds -500. Prizes either bonus bets that expire in 7 days or single-use profit boost. See official rules at dkng.co/live millions for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming, Inc.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-444-2013. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-444-2013. That's 800-444-2013. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. 800-444-2013.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-282-7766. That's 800-282-7766. 800-282-7766.
Sports.
He likes football.
They do life, but mostly they do themselves.
Podcast and radio, no one's got anything to talk about, but I do.
Steve Cavino.
There's a spring in my step and a nickel in my pocket.
Rich Davis.
Fred Savage, Ben Savage,
and Macho Man Randy Savage.
Your afternoon pick-me-up.
It's not a show, it's a lifestyle.
It's Cavino and Rich. Weekdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. And now, here's a little something that you missed from the Ben Maller Show.
We have avoided it long enough. Not only did edge rusher T.J. Watt, but also quarterback Aaron Rodgers, they got in their feels. Very emotional. A very emotional reaction to Mike Tomlin quitting as coach of the Steelers. So if you didn't see this, T.J. Watt was said to be, quote, visibly upset and kept repeating the word no, no. No. That was while Tomlin was giving the final speech to the team. That was on Tuesday. Now, Aaron Rodgers allegedly apologized to Tomlin and was sobbing. He apologized, quote, through sobs after Tomlin gave his address. This has gotten a lot of attention. Anything involving Aaron Rodgers gets a lot of attention. So that's a good jumping off point. Let us discuss the question.
How does Aaron Rodgers and TJ Watt's reaction to Mike Tomlin's departure getting public strike you? We get it. Mike Tomlin's players love Mike Tomlin. They play for Mike Tomlin. He seems like he'd be a pretty cool boss. He's the antithesis of the village idiot, which would be like Joe Judge, Freddie Kitchens, Nathaniel Hackett, Crazy Eyes, Adam Gase, those kind of guys. All right? Like, he knows what he's doing. The story that's been bouncing around, it did make me feel a little creepy, like a peeping Tom at a funeral or something like that. It's the steel squeal. We're going to call it the steel squeal because we have a whistleblower. We do, capital W, a whistleblower, a locker room snitch.
To get the rest of what Big Ben said, podcast it by searching The Ben Maller Show. And as always, you can hear The Ben Maller Show weekdays from 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Here we go.
Ben Maller, look out, the late night wordsmith.
We speak fluent emoji.
Ben Maller, holding the sports world accountable.
They went out there like a toy poodle with fleas, is how they played in that game.
And when he's right, you'll know about it.
And you know what? I was absolutely right.
It's the Ben Maller Show.
So I've got NASCAR, IHOP, and opera.
Listen on the overnight, 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. When it comes to the things we do,
I love the show. Yeah, I love the show.
we just do it better than the rest.
Bang.
From our YouTube numbers to our streaming numbers.
That's how you get beat. You want any other information?
No one can compete with us.
End of story.
Just search Fox Sports Radio.
I'm just enjoying listening. Thank you guys for the entertainment.
When you have a product this good, no one, and I mean no one, can compete with us.
Nope, guess what?
That's the truth.
Let's go!
We are Fox Sports Radio. FS1. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1. Go to foxsports.com for details.
Because of an eye injury, so it's 21-13. Patriots on top of the Texans, now 3:20 and counting to go in the third quarter. Texans have the ball near midfield right now at about their own 44-yard line. Hit Carry Up at Carry 25 Roads. You can find me at Dan Beyer on Fox. My opinion matters to me. Okay, it does. My opinion matters to me. But I will say that I think Kerry Rhodes, while possibly being biased because of the position that he played, his opinion, I think, will carry more weight than anyone else's on what transpired on that Brandon Cooks play with Jaquan McMillan last night in Denver, where it appeared that the Buffalo Bills may have a big play on hand on a 3rd down and 7 and ultimately turned into an interception. Was it an interception in your mind, or was it a completed catch by Brandon Cooks of the Buffalo Bills?
It was so many mechanisms that went into that play, Dan. First off, I'm going to say it was an interception.
Okay.
It was. And for the record, if you freeze frame things in the position or the place that you want to see the result that you're looking for, you will find that.
Yes.
in that play. But in full go, as he's catching the ball, he's going to the ground. As he's hitting the ground, remember, we got to go through the ground for the catch. We've already established that through plenty of plays we've seen this year. As he's going to the ground, the ball is not secure. It's moving. The DB continues to fight. He's doing what coaches taught him to do his whole career. You play through the whistle. You play through the finish. You play through the hands. He did everything correctly. He was in a trail position. He didn't look back. He just played the ball. So perfect DB tape. Takes it away, pulls it out, done. Interception, right? But it shouldn't have come down to that. And I'm going to say this because he beat the DB off the line. If Josh throws that ball on time or throws a good ball, the game's over. So people are missing that part of it, right? Like, the controversy is the controversy, and I can see why people say it either way. But if Josh throws a good ball, we're not having that conversation, and this game's over. So there's plenty of things that happen, but I'm going to say it was an interception. And I know I'm a DB, but it is an interception.
This was Sean McDermott talking about the play afterwards, where I actually agree with Kerry Rhodes and not the Buffalo Bills head coach.
No, No, it's not on him. No, it's not on him. We had opportunities, all of us. And I'm extremely proud of him. He's a tremendous person, tremendous leader, tremendous quarterback. And there's plays we all want back.
Yes. Okay, so that was Sean McDermott talking about Josh Allen and his play. There was another cut where Sean McDermott said that he was taking up for Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And taking up for Buffalo on that pass interference call. We'll get to more of the Josh Allen portion of what he was saying. But McDermott talking about how he was taking up for Buffalo on that call is, to me, complete window dressing. This was the Bills head coach.
I'm saying it because I'm standing up for Buffalo, damn it. I'm standing up for us. Because what went on is not how it should go down, in my estimation. That play, these guys spent 3 hours out there playing football, pouring their guts out, to not even say, hey, let's just slow this thing down. That's why I'm bothered.
And he should be bothered by that portion of it, because this is how I view it. I thought it was an interception.
Mm-hmm.
It was an interception ruled on the field. It's an overtime. Replay rules would allow you to take a look at it. It's also a turnover carry. You're looking at all turnovers.
Yes.
They're always being reviewed. I understand that portion of it where Sean McVay felt that not enough time was taken. But the reason I think not enough time was taken was because of the call on the field.
Yes.
And I think it was approved by replay assist, which allowed them to then move on with the gameplay at the 20-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought McMillan was actually probably down at about the 18-yard line, so I think that's something they missed. In the end, 2 yards didn't necessarily matter.
Mm-hmm.
In the time being on the 3rd and 7, I also thought this may be just as good as a punt.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But so then when Denver goes down and scores the other way, and this is the main part, I think Sean McDermott understands everything. I think that his only leg to stand on is that I didn't get as much of an explanation as I would have hoped.
Mm-hmm.
And his standing up for Buffalo is, guess what? It's another early exit for Buffalo, even though it's the divisional playoff round, and another blemish on Sean McDermott's record.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense got torched. They played a game and a half last night. You know how many sacks they got on Bo Nix?
How many did they get?
0. They didn't sack him. They didn't. So, there would be frustration there. So Sean McDermott is saying all the right things that are good for Sean McDermott, but aren't necessarily based in reality.
Right.
And so that's one portion of it. The other portion that I will say, you said it wasn't a great ball by Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree on that. But I also look at Denver's receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Brandon Cooks was magnificent for the Bills as a pickup for them and gave them legitimacy.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandon Cooks isn't the biggest guy out there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're a bigger guy, you can draw pass interference, right? Cortland Sutton, you would think oh, no, you can fight through it. I think when a little guy is jumping up in the air, it looks more sporadic. It doesn't look as controlled. Look at how Denver got set up for their game-winning field goal. 2 pass interference penalties.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think the second one that Tre'Davious White was so mad on was more egregious than maybe the first one that they had.
Yes.
In that point, Denver could have scored a touchdown. You have to call that penalty.
Yep.
But it's on the heels of the first one that you're still mad about. So then you feel like you're getting even more robbed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you thought you were getting robbed prior. So now you're even more mad about that. And then you have Joey Bosa throwing his helmet in the tunnel because you're mad about the whole sequence and realizing again, you didn't get any sacks on the Denver Broncos yesterday. That all builds up.
Yes.
So everything is rooted in the same spot, but it's coming out in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
The Buffalo Bills, for as great of a story that they are, one that I got to experience earlier this year, felt like I got a much better understanding of the fan base.
Mm-hmm.
They had every opportunity to win, and it didn't happen. And it wasn't an incomplete pass, or excuse me, it wasn't a completed pass. It was an interception. And everything that then happened after that made it convenient for their narrative and their story. And I don't buy that. I think that the Broncos won it fair and square, if you will, Kerry Rhodes. But you can't say coulda, woulda, shoulda because the Bills had so many other opportunities.
Exactly, Dan. That's it. And so all these ancillary comments and we're doing it for Buffalo and all these things, it's nice. It's sweet. It's a good story. But all that doesn't matter. We're talking about the game. And we're talking about what happened in those plays or whatever after your press conference. I mean, even bringing up a situation for empathy or compassion for you that's manufactured doesn't sit well with a lot of people, right? Like, you sit there, you say what happened, and you can express your frustration. You can do whatever you want. But then you bring it in the city. I mean, that, for me, when I hear that, it's just him trying to protect his job.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
exactly,
the
yes.
rest of it doesn't matter. But then you said it. Buffalo didn't play good enough. And they've played this way all year. We talked about it, Dan, where their identity, they put so much stock into two players offensively, right? And so if that's going to be the case, and those two guys played well at times. I mean, Cook had a fumble. I mean, Josh Allen, had his turnover problems that game. And you're trying to plug and play all these guys that aren't really good. I mean, you got Keon Coleman, who's been a colossal failure. You bring in Brandon Cooks, and you said it. He's been great for them, but he is a smaller guy. So, if in a perfect world, Dan, that ball that Josh threw to Brandon Cooks, you would want that to be Keon Coleman. That's why you drafted him. Correct. And the fact that didn't happen, and you're putting people in positions to make plays that shouldn't be in those positions, these things happen. And you said a great point. If that was Cortland Sutton, he's not running to do this. He's jumping this way. He's attacking the ball in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And that pass interference is probably going to happen because he's in the trail position. That was a great point. But then you talk about all those things. They didn't play good enough. And you look on the other side, say if Denver would have lost that game. Sean Payton was already ready to do the same thing. He talked about a holding that happened against Buffalo in the end zone, so the game should have been over already. So all these things don't matter. The game is a game. You lost. You were not good enough. And it sucks because Buffalo would have been a good story in that spot, but they just didn't get it done.
He's Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Beyer. This is End Zone Radio. We are watching what's happening in the AFC Divisional Playoff matchup in New England. For an update on that, let's go to the news desk. Monty Bolaños giving us the latest of the Patriots and Texans. So much more, and after that, we'll talk about Josh Allen and what Sean McDermott had to say and hear from the Bills quarterback. What's going on, Monty?
That wasn't an interception.
Monty disagrees. Monty's on the other side of it.
I don't care how. I don't care what.
Why you keep saying that?
Because I've seen very many plays call where I see a guy fighting whatever, and they catch it, and then they're like, "No, he's down with the knee."
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, tie goes to the runner, and
the tie goes to the offensive guy. Yeah, but I feel like I've seen it so many times where it's like, no, they're declaring he's down before the guy takes off with the ball. Like I feel like it was the ball was stripped from him. He knew he caught it. He tucked it in, and he fell. And as he rolled, as he's trying to survive the ground, it gets taken away from him. But before even that, he does catch it to me, and he does hit the ground with his knee, and he's touched by the other player. So it's like that happens before everything else happens. Like I just have seen this call this way before, so I'm just confused. I don't know anything.
I know.
I don't know what a catch is. I don't know anything.
Then the other times we're wrong. If you would have been running for 40 yards and then that sequence happened, he's down because he's down by contact.
Mm-hmm.
But at no point, I just don't think you can rule that as possession.
And that's the thing, Monty. What Dan just said. That's the possession part of it. It wasn't a possession yet.
I feel like I've seen less be called for a possession.
No, I get it.
You get what I'm saying? And
yes.
so it's like I could see, you could keep explaining it to me. I just feel like I've seen this be called the other way.
Yeah.
Remember the Isaiah Likely touchdown?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So there's this similar thing, and how many steps did he have to take that they took away? Right. Isaiah Likely's was 100 times more of a catch than what last night was.
What about Xavier Worthy? Also, there was like a play.
Yeah, that was an awful call.
I'm just there's awful calls. Bills were bad. This is not like
They had 5
what?
turnovers.
Correct. Bills were bad. Josh Allen was bad.
Yes.
So this is not what caused them to lose the game. It's just this play, so I don't see it.
This is a precursor to according to Monson making
no,
his 2026
listen,
debut.
I could have, but I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm not even going to talk about that. Houston has had a rough first half, particularly because C.J. Stroud had 4 interceptions in the first half, but they're still in this game. Kaimi Fairbairn just hit a 51-yard field goal to cut the deficit for Houston to just 5. So the Patriots are up 21-16. They're about to start the fourth quarter. New England has the ball at their own 43-yard line. Sideline. It's 2nd and 10. Again, they're about to start the fourth quarter. C.J. Stroud has thrown for 178 yards and a touchdown. Again, 4 interceptions in the first half. Drake May has thrown for 131 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Weather has definitely been a factor. We'll see what happens in the 15 minutes left. Still to come, the Rams and the Bears. That's going to kick off at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And as the coaching carousel continues, according to multiple reports, the Titans have finalized their top 3. So they were supposed to have a virtual meeting with Robert Saleh, who now can take virtual meetings because the 49ers lost to Dan's Seahawks in the first 17 seconds of the game. But they skipped that, and they're going to meet in person with him tomorrow. So 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. They're meeting in person tomorrow with Chiefs offensive coordinator Matt Nagy and with Packers defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. Those apparently are the final 3 for the Tennessee Titans. Those are the reports coming out right now. Steelers are expected to speak with former Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy about their head coaching job. Eagles are expected to interview former Giants head coach Ryan Dable for their offensive coordinator vacancy.
That'd be a great hire.
When it comes to the NHL, guys, the Senators right now lead the Red Wings 2-1 halfway through the first period. Lightning already beat the Stars 4-1. In college football, former Florida quarterback DJ Lagway is signing with Baylor.
Yes.
Yeah. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Monty.
Jess.
It is End Zone Radio. She'll be a lifeline for Carrie in a little bit. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna need it.
Your assessment
of
Josh Allen and why he said what he said. Let's quickly just, if you needed a refresher, if you missed it last night, this is what Josh Allen had to say after the game, after the loss to the Broncos.
It's extremely difficult. I feel like I let my teammates down tonight. It's been a long season. I hate how it ended, and it's going to stick with me for a long time.
There may be people who mock the tears. I do not mock the tears. I think it's absolutely legitimate. Your point about the point that there's so much on his shoulders, is 100% true. Like that's why it was on his shoulders last night.
Yes.
That's so 4 of the turnovers, the Dawson Knox pass at the end of regulation that he missed them on, that he rushed them, that would have been the touchdown right before they had the game-tying field goal. That's on Josh Allen. That's all on Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So I know people want to say, nah, man, you're a 2-man show. Then blame the Bills, because that's how they've constructed this monster to be on the shoulders of Josh Allen and James Cook.
Mm-hmm.
James Cook had 140 yards of total offense yesterday. They put 30 points on the board. They didn't sack Bo Nix once, right? 5 turnovers. Buffalo had the ball for 40 minutes in the game, and they still couldn't get it done. And that's on the construction of the team. And when it's ultimately all on Josh Allen, then you have to roll with it. And Josh Allen made mistakes. The field goal at the end of the half, they lose by 3, right?
Yes. And then we can, and both things can be true. A lot of things can be true, but he can be great, and we can give him praise, and we can do all that. That's fine, because he deserves it. But when it's his fault or he comes up short, you got to give it to him.
And quickly, there's a difference between leg and egg, like throwing for 112 yards and having 2 yards rushing and throwing 4 interceptions, or doing what he did.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a stat stuffer, and all of his stats did matter. Like they did, like the touchdown passes, all of it. But with that comes much responsibility, which ultimately lies on Josh Allen's shoulders. He is Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Byer. No tears here on Fox Sports Radio. Coming up next, Kerry tries to, let's just say, reach the top of the mountain. I think we've got a winnable score. One tough question. 8.5 is your over-under for easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. Shay's going to be a lifeline. Monty will be, as will Chris Perfett. It's all next year. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4 on End Zone Radio.
He'll flare, he'll fire, he'll hit the 3. We love the NBA. You love the NBA. We love it before games.
Laughing like a giddy school kid before tip-off.
During the games. And after the horn.
We brought it tonight. It was a different level.
It's you, it's us. The crowd gasping and wowing on Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox. It's a new year, and Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions on track. Whether it's a daily walk, hitting the gym, or spending more time with friends and family, Aleve's got your back with up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose. Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief so you can chase those dreams and achieve your goals. Don't let body pain slow you down. Keep going with Aleve, because this year is your year. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You must have been busy, but The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Calvin Washington. We're breaking this down.
Every day I'm shuffling. There were Pittsburgh Steelers fans who were mad they won because they said that might extend Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, but that's not why you're talking about that. They were booing because they thought they were going to win the division and be 10-7. That's not why they were booing.
They were booing because it was more of the same. The offense is bad. They were tired of putting out quarterbacks that were playing bad.
They weren't booing when they went to Detroit and won that game or when they beat Baltimore. Didn't you see the crowd? Didn't you see the crowd when they won that game? Come on, man. What game are you watching? They booed? What? They booed when they beat the Ravens?
I don't understand how this is a debate.
I'm asking you, did they boo?
They booed so many times.
When they beat the Ravens, did they boo? Come on.
They booed in games they won. You do realize that, right? They booed in the first half of games they actually came back and won.
They were playing
That's not debatable. Because it was the same thing.
No.
Because they had a same old quarterback out there.
This tired.
They had the same old
I don't know what you got.
Tired? It's facts.
It's tired. You do the same thing over and over and you keep losing.
Facts.
You keep losing. Stop
What are you talking about?
I want you to stop. Let go of your narrative.
You're not making any sense.
Let go of your ridiculous narratives. Let them go.
They booed their team regularly. Did we not hear fire Mike Tomlin?
Let them go.
Did we not hear fire Mike Tomlin?
When they were winning, listen to me.
No,
when they were winning, they were booing. Did Mike Tomlin?
No.
Of course
not. They were booing him in the same games that they will even win. What are you talking about?
It's because they were playing poorly. That's why they were
Why were they
booing.
playing poorly?
No, it doesn't matter. When you're playing poorly, people boo you.
That's not true.
To get the rest of what The Odd Couple said, podcast it by searching Odd Couple. And as always, you can listen to The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. Weekdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Basically, get out of the way.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan Patrick.
The Steelers owner addressed the Mike Tomlin departure. Art Rooney II talked about Mike Tomlin and was it his choice to step down?
Well, it was his decision, and I will say that I wasn't shocked.
Was he surprised at this? Yes, he was. So that's why I don't think that he was forced out. I think Mike Tomlin realized that maybe he had taken this team as far as he could take them. John Harbaugh didn't realize that. Ownership told him to realize that he had taken the team as far as he could take them. Yeah, I truly believe Mike Tomlin realized that it was time to go. The Steelers now have to replace Mike Tomlin because Mike Tomlin decided that he didn't want to coach there anymore.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Dan and the Danettes and you.
Weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. This is the Jason Smith Show.
Check this out.
Pay attention. With Mike Harmon.
Kuminga is 23 years old. Feels like he's been in the league for 5 years.
He's been around a long
right?
time, yeah.
And he was going to be generation next for the Warriors. He is a young player with a lot of upside. That is a change of scenery guy. Again, you have seen it, and he is only 23. He's not 33, he's 23. This is where the Warriors are now going to throw out Jonathan Kuminga and some of those big picks they have, those first-round picks they have, and this is where they go get their third superstar player to pair alongside with Steph and Jimmy Butler, and this is where they make their run. They started this season as well as you can, right? Maybe it's Giannis, maybe it's somebody else, maybe it's Karl Anthony Towns, I don't know, but it's somebody out there that's going to be their third superstar, and it's going to be Kuminga and draft picks it's going to get.
You're listening to Jason Smith with Mike Harmon. Weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. Fox Sports Radio is taking over YouTube, and you can be a part of it. Just go to YouTube and search Fox Sports Radio. Hit that subscribe button. Boom. And smash that notification bell like you're a safety. Coming across the middle. Sit back and catch all the videos from your favorite shows.
Yes!
Ben Maller, Two Pros, and a Cup of Joe.
Very impressive.
Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, Cavino and Rich.
Hey, it's all right here.
The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington and the Jason Smith Show. Go to YouTube now and search Fox Sports Radio. FS1. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1. Go to foxsports.com for details. Once again, here's Dan Beyer and Kerry Rhodes.
While we were away, the Patriots cashing in a 3rd and 6. And Kayshon Boutte with a one-handed grab in the end zone. Touchdown pass from Drake May. Extra point was good. It was close. They looked at it for a little while, but it was a catch. 28-16. Patriots lead the Texans. 12:30 and counting now in the fourth quarter. So the Texans, who have made a bunch of mistakes today, have not had much of a running game, and now going to have to rely on the arm of C.J. Stroud as they are down 12 points, and the wet snow is falling hard and fast in Foxborough. He is Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Beyer. It's time now to put Kerry Rhodes in the hot seat as we play easy. Get to New England. The Patriots are going to be backed up, but maybe most importantly, it's New England with a 12-point lead. They'll start with the football at their own 4-yard line with 11:57 left to go. Ramondre Stevenson back in the game for New England despite that eye injury. Coming up next, a look at the Rams and Bears. And what about those 49ers?
We are
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Michael from the War and Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. Go! Check them out. FS1. Check them out. FS1.
Accessing.
The one and only. When Dan Patrick speaks, you better stop and listen.
I must have missed this.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
Baseball last night with a big surprise because I kept thinking it's going to be Toronto, it's going to be the Mets, Kyle Tucker is going to get paid. All of a sudden, the Dodgers got Kyle Tucker, and that salary is, I guess, $60 million a year. You're probably not familiar with Kyle Tucker. He's a good player.
That feels like a lot of money to then, you said $60 million a year. You're probably not familiar with that. Those things should not go together.
They don't normally, and I didn't know the Dodgers needed Kyle Tucker. Maybe they needed him so the Mets and the Blue Jays wouldn't get him. But it's $60 million for Kyle Tucker. He plays right field. I feel like I have to introduce him to America.
Seems right. You shouldn't have to explain.
Yeah. So Kyle Tucker his average salary, I guess, is $60 million. The only player that is making more is Shohei Ohtani, his teammate. I also saw the salaries that are guaranteed for this upcoming season. This is total amount of guaranteed money on the books per Major League Baseball team. The Dodgers, now this is guaranteed money, $2 billion, $2 billion, 2.1. San Diego is 1.2, Toronto 1.2, the Mets 1.1, Philadelphia. Come on, Phillies.
If you want to know what Dan Patrick said next, just podcast it by searching The Dan Patrick Show. And as always, you can listen to Dan Patrick live weekdays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. This is The Herd.
You got to be consistent.
With Colin Cowherd.
Mike check. The Steelers have this under 500 phobia.
which is remarkable because there's 4 times evidence right in front of them. Think about this. 4 division winners. I'm not talking just playoff teams. 4 division winners. Bears, Patriots, Jags, Carolina. Lost 12 games last season. This isn't the NBA where you're drafting 18 and 19-year-olds. They're not even mature enough, old enough at the hotel bar to have a cocktail. This isn't baseball where there's nobody you can draft out of college and changes outcomes. This is the NFL where it happens all the time. Kyle Shanahan, 4 times in San Francisco, has been under 500. Think about that. Is he a failure? Think about that. Is he a failure?
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Wow.
Weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Dan Patrick.
You ready?
Yay! Dan Patrick. Always saying the right things.
Here's my thought process with this. If I had abs, just think about it.
And always asking the right questions.
You don't have to answer it. I have to ask the question.
It's the Dan Patrick Show.
I want publicity.
Doing radio the only way he knows how. Listen weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Right here on Fox Sports Radio. FS1.
Call your friends and ask how they doing.
To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details.
Boom. Trust your eyes.
FS1. And here's what you need to know.
The AFC Divisional matchup continues between the Texans and the Patriots. They're halfway through the 4th quarter, and the snow isn't going anywhere, but it's not a problem for Drake May and Kayshon Boutte.
May stands and throws a long ball deep down the right side for Kayshon Boutte. Reaches out with the right hand, pulls it in. Touchdown, Patriots! A diving grab by Boutte.
You heard it all on the Sports Hub and the Patriots Radio Network. The Patriots are up right now 28-16. Again, they're halfway through the 4th quarter, where Drake May has thrown for 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. C.J. Stroud for Houston has thrown for 178 yards and a touchdown, but he had 4 interceptions in the first half. Still to come, the Rams and the Bears. That's going to kick off at 6:30 Eastern Time. In college football, former Florida quarterback DJ Lagway is signing with Baylor in the NHL. Senators are up on the Red Wings 2-1 after the first period.
Play clock starting. The second half is going down.
Yeah!
And you're locked into Fox Sports End Zone Radio.
Right up the gut and into the end zone.
Every stadium.
To the end zone.
Every score.
He's gone, baby.
Every turnover.
It's intercepted. He's going to the house.
Every touchdown.
To the goal line. Touchdown.
Live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Dan Beyer and former All-Pro NFL safety Kerry Rhodes.
So the Patriots have punted, but they did something maybe more important. That's take time off the clock. There's now under 6 minutes to go in that game, as you heard Monty say, and the Texans have just 1 timeout. They'll get the football back, but they're down 12. So New England 5.5 minutes away from advancing to the AFC Championship game. Do you think that this is the AFC Championship game with the Bo Nix situation happening in Denver and Jarrett Stidham being in, or will next week be the true AFC Championship?
No, next week will be the true AFC Championship game. I've seen situations where teams come in shorthanded, and teams take their foot off their throats and allow them to gain confidence in the game and have a chance to win. I mean, Denver defense is going to come to play. And offensively, Sean Payton's going to have the best game plan for Jarrett Stidham in that game. Now, will it be enough? We don't know. But I know if people are thinking what you just asked me, Dan, that team will lose if they come into the game with that approach.
I don't wanna sound like an idiot, which I do most of the time. However, is there any advantage for Denver in that New England will not know a lot about Jarrett Stidham and what Denver will do? Is there any advantage that Denver could take from that in the game that they play a week from today?
Well, the opponent is definitely going to say that, because the unknown is always scary when it comes to football, because you don't know you don't have enough tendencies. They have enough tendencies on Stidham. He has enough tape now. Has he played a lot in Denver? No. But they can watch him and see how he operates as a quarterback. And then you go into that game saying, all right, I have to be in the mind of Sean Payton, right?
Sure.
Because if you have enough tape, which they do on Stidham, to see how he throws and what he likes to do, they have that. But going into the game, it's going to be about the smarter person between Vrabel or DeMeco Ryans and Payton. It's going to be that. That's going to be the matchup I'm going to be anticipating seeing next week.
I'm curious as well because I know something that Sean Payton can drive you crazy with some of his calls and some of the way that he likes to gamble.
Yep.
I wonder if that will be negated because of Stidham, or will we see more creativity in a game because you don't have Bo Nix? So does Sean Payton essentially double down on his decisions because he knows that maybe they don't have the advantage or at least the caliber of play at quarterback that they would with Bo Nix?
Yeah, there'll be a few wrinkles for Stidham. He's different than Nix. He is athletic as well. He's not as athletic as Bo Nix, but he has that in his game. So the offense isn't going to change as much, but there will be wrinkles for Stidham that he can do in a game that maybe Bo Nix can, or, it happens vice versa. So that's going to be the thing. You only have a week. This isn't something where you're, like you said, you had enough time to actually plan this thing. You got to stay true to form to your team, but there'll be a few wrinkles.
C.J. Stroud on a 3rd and 10 was just sacked, a covered sack, and so now it'll be 4th down. They're down 12. They only have one timeout. Yeah. They're in New England territory. You have to go for it on 4th and 18.
Yep.
And I think that DeMeco Ryans is going to punt.
Yeah. That's a bad decision. You got to go for it. I mean, at this point, the way they just drove the ball last possession, it's not looking good that you're going to get the ball back twice because you need it twice.
Yeah, and here's the deal. The only way that you can get into this game is to score and get a stop.
Oh.
You have to go for it because even if it's 4th and 18, and I know there aren't any 4th and 18 play calls, New England's just going to take a minute off the clock no matter what, at least because you only have one timeout carry. But if you were to stop them, New England would have then tried to maybe kick a field goal to make it. It's still a 2-score game in that instance.
Yeah.
I don't know why they punted it away, but they may not see the football back the way that New England was able to take time off on the previous possession is another reason. But we're talking now slim to none chances for the Houston Texans, as it sure looks like it's going to be a New England-Denver AFC Championship game. He is Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Beyer. The NFC Championship game we know will be in Seattle. It'll be the Seahawks hosting either the Bears or Rams, and kickoff for that game coming up at the bottom of the hour in a game that you'll see on NBC. There's not a lot to take from yesterday's game in Seattle, except that the Seahawks were dominant. This is what surprises me. And this is more of a 49ers conversation than anything else. What surprised me is that the Seahawks had back-to-back opponents in San Francisco. They had them in Week 18. They had the bye in the playoffs, and then they faced San Francisco again. And it was more of the same. It was more dominant. The Niners scored 9 points total in those two games.
In both, wow.
And I felt that the Seahawks, they had 3 in the first game. They had 6 yesterday. So they kicked 3 field goals. It's what they were able to muster. And now if you are San Francisco and Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, the nickname 40 Winers comes up from rival teams in a very immature and childish way, Kerry Rhodes. They call them the 40 Winers, just like they call the Seahawks the Sea Chickens. That's what it is. The Rams are the Lambs. This is the schoolyard nicknames that you give. But I feel that there are a lot of excuses coming from San Francisco. They call the 40 Winers because it rhymes with Niners.
Right.
But also, I think that there are times where we look at San Francisco, and I don't know if it's their fan base. I don't know if it's what it is, but it doesn't seem like a lot of this stuff is based in reality, because the two things that I hear, injuries. Injuries. Look at all of the injuries. And then I hear schedule. And I hear schedule on a couple of reasons. You hate this conversation. But at the start of the year, the 49ers, entering the year compared to last year, had the easiest schedule of any team in the National Football League based on winning percentage. Now, as the season went on and we found out, hey, guess what? Jacksonville's pretty good. Houston's pretty good. It wasn't a weak strength of schedule.
Right.
But when you look at like where the 49ers are, their fan base was telling us, hey, this team with this week's schedule could do something. Well, is it the week's schedule? Is it your players, or is it the players that are hurt? What is wrong in San Francisco that now has allowed this team to get blown out in back-to-back weeks by a divisional opponent, with yesterday being an embarrassing fashion in front of everybody in the playoffs?
Nothing to do with the schedule. Nothing to do with the schedule. Nothing to do with, the schedule in the playoffs. I'm not talking about the regular season one. In the playoffs, you have to play when you play. If you're the lower seed, you're not getting any conveniences. That's just part of the nature. This team was ravaged by injuries, and they really are. I don't think they would have won this game in Seattle yesterday full strength, to be honest. I think Seattle was that good yesterday. But when you look at San Francisco, they overexceeded, in my opinion, this whole year. I didn't even think that team would. I thought they were going to be struggling to make the playoffs. I think I said that before the season started. And so to see where they ended up, they lost in the division round. San Francisco standards, in their mind, I'm sure that's a failure. But for me, I thought they actually exceeded expectations for me. And so when you hear all the stuff coming out, the only thing I look at with this team is I would have loved to see them at full strength to see what would have happened. But that's it.
Here's my pushback against full strength.
Yeah.
George Kittle, in the way that he plays, it is, and rupturing your Achilles is a freak accident that can happen on any play.
Yeah.
But he also missed he played in week 1, got hurt in week 1 with, I believe, a hamstring or groin injury. I don't want to say that George Kittle is always hurt, but George Kittle's body takes on a lot.
Yes.
Right? And injuries have been a part of his career.
Yeah.
So when it happens, you can't be surprised by it. When Nick Bosa ends up tearing an ACL.
Always.
Now that stinks.
Yes.
But Nick Bosa's battled injuries throughout his career. I'll give you Fred Warner.
Yeah.
I will. Trent Williams ends up having a bit of a hamstring issue and isn't able to play week 18, but he was there. Trent Williams is one of the older players in the National Football League.
100%.
Right?
Yep.
So like, why are we surprised by some of this? And then you can say, well, what about Brock Purdy? The thing about Purdy is Mac Jones came in and filled in all right.
Did well.
Okay, so I'm not using that as an excuse. Then you look at your wide receiver core. This was a team, remember, a couple of years ago that almost had too many weapons.
Yep.
Right? They had Deebo Samuel, they had Brandon Ayuk, they had Kittle, they had Christian McCaffrey. If McCaffrey wasn't there, you have Jordan Mason or Elijah Mitchell or whoever wanted to play running back. Isaac Guerrero was
Achane there as well? No,
Raheem Mostert years back.
Yep.
The thing that I'm saying with the 49ers is now you look at them, Ricky Pearsall couldn't stay healthy this year. So it's they're always hurt. But what is, like Brandon Ayuk, they had hoped that he could return from his knee injury. That didn't happen. Not only did it not happen, it seems like he's on a breaking point with the team. They didn't want to bring Deebo back. Like, so we say all of these we say it's injuries. But when you start to look at it, I don't know how you can count on any of those contributions being 100%. And the craziest thing about it is the guy that was the healthiest is Christian McCaffrey, the guy that we thought could break down because of what happened last year or what's happened previously in his career. And he ended up being the Iron Man of the team.
Yeah.
So that's just there's something about the roster and the way it's constructed and the names and that you are trying to rely on. And I don't want to give them a pass on it. Yeah, it would have been nice if all of those guys are healthy, but they weren't.
Right, and that's part of football, Dan.
Correct.
So it's not that part is not an excuse. That's just my own personal preference, right? Like I would.
And I'm not saying you.
No, I know, yeah. But that would be the thing, right? Like for me, like I would want to see all those guys. But we have been accustomed to this for the last 4 years. Like when it matters, they aren't healthy, and it's not even just about healthy. It's their guys. Their guys are never available.
Yes, but their guys also take on a crazy amount of workload. And we talk about the tight end position, and not to harp on Kittle, because I think George Kittle is magnificent. But the greatest tight end that I think we ever could have seen in the NFL is Rob Gronkowski. Like the size, speed, everything. Like if Gronk had the, let's just say if Gronk had the health of Tony Gonzalez in that career, like I think Gronk would have been off the charts. But you want to know one of the reasons why he's not? It's because he had to block, because guys were taking out his knees, because he was impossible to tackle, which, by the way, then lends to your availability.
Yep.
Like that is part of it. And I'm not using that as an excuse. It stinks to not have George Kittle yesterday.
Yeah.
It doesn't, but you can't be surprised at how things worked out when that's where you're putting your eggs in those baskets.
And George Kittle would not have made that game any closer yesterday.
No.
And so that part doesn't matter. I think with George, like you said, George Kittle he's another one of those guys like a Rob Gronkowski in the meaning of the way he plays. He's a very physical player. He doesn't protect himself. He goes all out. And, we want our players to do that. But when you take as many hits as those tight ends take and at those key positions, you can't sustain it.
Man, yeah, it's just I think that the 49ers are going to have to figure out what their identity is. And listen, they had hopes for Ricky Pearsall. He unfortunately had the gunshot wound in the shooting early on in his rookie season. This season he hasn't stayed healthy. They tried to improve that by taking him as a first-round pick in the draft, and it hasn't panned out. They took Brandon Ayuk in the first round when he was drafted. So they've tried to address some of these issues. It just hasn't worked out for them. But I just don't know how close this 49ers team really is.
Yeah.
And I think if their fans are being real with themselves, they'll look in the mirror and say, who are we counting on? Because all of the injured guys that you're talking about will not be there in 2 years.
Right.
You can't count on Trent Williams being there in 2026, 2027, like that sort of time. Like at some point, it's just not going to happen.
Right.
And so to try to figure out like what that identity is, Brock Purdy is going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So try to figure out a way to make him better and make the team around him better. And I think that's the way that the 49ers move forward.
Isn't that crazy, though? The cupboard is pretty much bare in 2 years from a team like – and just think about from the position, the skill position standpoint. You just said it. Was it 3 years ago? 3 years ago, they had an embarrassment of riches. They could do whatever they want.
Yes.
And just a year and a half, like 2 seasons, Juwan Jennings was their number one receiver.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Correct.
But you talk about it, like the way they play and as many games as they played as well, because they have been good. They've gone deep in each of those playoff runs usually. And so just looking at it, like 2 years ago, they had the injury to Brock Purdy, right? And he goes out and, you're like, well, they're not going to win now. Christian McCaffrey, he'll have a great season. All of a sudden he's out. Kittle, you can't count on him at all in the big moments. And so it's crazy.
Nick Bosa's great. Nick Bosa missed most of his final year at Ohio State because of an injury and just decided I'm going to focus on the NFL and move on, from that point. So you're even entering the league.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's fair, and I'm not placing blame on these guys. It's just you can't use it as an excuse when it's there right in front of you.
Yeah.
He's Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Beyer. The Texans season could come to an end. They don't have any timeouts. A minute 11. It's 28-16. New England on top of the Texans. Texans have the football at their own 47-yard line, and now there is a stoppage of the clock, maybe a timeout in New England. So a 4th and 4. If the Texans don't get it, game over. Drake May will come in and take some knees, and the Patriots will be on to the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
He is Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Beyer. The coaching carousel continues to move throughout the NFL. Giants have found their guy. The Falcons have as well. I thought the Dolphins maybe found their guy. That isn't a sure thing. We'll ask about that situation, plus so much more on what happens tonight in Chicago between the Rams and Bears. Adam Kaplan joins us next year. He's Kerry. I'm Dan. It's End Zone Radio on Fox Sports Radio.
Oh my God!
The show you've needed is right here.
The audience wants this.
Are we sure about this?
Yes is the answer.
It's Stu Gatz and Company, live, and they land right here.
3, 2, 1.
Tomorrow.
Oh boy. Yes. I'm overwhelmed with pride.
It all starts at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, it's Covino and Rich. Super Bowl 60 is coming fast. If you're hosting, make the smartest play now. Upgrade before game week, before the stores get picked over, before kickoff sneaks up on you. Go with the TCL Ultimate Series, the QM8K or the QM9K. Ultimate brightness, ultimate black levels for the ultimate game day experience from the coin toss to the final drive. This is Super Bowl football. Stadium lights, fast cuts, big hits, and bigger debates. Was he in? Did it move? Did it cross? With TCL, the replay looks obvious. The picture is so real, it feels like you're on the 50 at Levi Stadium. You'll catch the ball spin on a deep shot, the toe drag on the sideline, no blur, no squinting, no run it back. And go big with sizes up to the massive 98-inch class. Every seat is a great seat, even the one by the snack table. On sale now at all major retailers. Get it while supplies last. TCL is the official TV partner of the NFL and Super Bowl 60.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9871. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9871. That's 800-575-9871. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Fox Sports Radio. Did you know we're on YouTube? Did you know you can find all of your favorite shows on YouTube?
Look at us. We're waving at you right now.
Did you know that you can find the best clips and the best videos from your favorite shows?
All the interviews, clips, everything is there.
This is why you're the smartest listeners in the world.
Completely agree.
Because you went to YouTube and you searched Fox Sports Radio, and you are the ones that hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You're the ones that watch videos from Two Pros and a Cup of Joe with Jonas Knox, Brady Quinn, and LeVar Arrington.
You can't even make this up.
You got some holy water in your bag, baby.
Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd.
Wow.
Covino and Rich, The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon.
Think about that for a second.
And The Ben Maller Show. Fox Sports Radio. On YouTube.
That's strong stuff.
By searching Fox Sports Radio.
Check us out on YouTube, subscribe, hit that thumbs up icon, and comment away.
It's Jason Smith.
Oh, you're that bloke on the radio.
It's Mike Harmon.
Ta-da! I'm kind of a big deal.
And they talk sports.
The one person that this playoff is not fun for is my wife.
Amongst other things.
I had an incredibly long dream about Jerry Jones last night. Really?
Did I mention they're best friends?
You're hateful, and I'm positive.
It's the Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon.
Bang.
Weeknights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. Yeah. This is The Herd. When Colin Cowherd drops the info, The Herd, you need to listen.
Everybody listen up! John Harbaugh is the best resume and is the best culture builder on the market. And the Giants smartly hired him first, meaning they'll get the best pick of the assistant coaches and coordinators on the market. There's very little you can control in the NFL. You can control hiring the first coach, getting the best assistants, and hiring the best resume. Yes, I know New York is a tough market. The media's scary. But that's not why the Jets and the Giants have been hazmat spills for a decade plus. They have been because they went cheap and experimental at head coach. The last time the Giants were good, it was Tom Coughlin. There was no experimenting. He was a leader, a culture builder, successful. I look at Aaron Glenn and the New York Jets. You're not asking him to coach. You're asking him to fix a completely broken culture. And I don't think Aaron Glenn's good enough. And clearly all the guys after Coughlin weren't good enough. These 9 coaching openings in the NFL, now 8, they're not looking for scheme guy. They're not looking for guy that's good in the whiteboard. They're looking for CEOs. Okay, Harbaugh. This is a job for a Harbaugh. Like Jim to the Chargers, John to the Giants. This is a job for a Harbaugh. The Giants didn't need an offensive coordinator. They needed a crisis coordinator. And similar to Mike Vrabel in New England, the day you hire John Harbaugh He is immediately the best coach in the division.
If you're eager to find out what Colin said next, just podcast it by searching The Herd. And as always, you can listen live to Colin Cowherd weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
Give it up.
When you're a couple, you're a team.
I give you.
It's Rob Parker.
Let's just deal with the facts.
Not the feelings.
It's Kelvin Washington.
Man, let's ride.
Put your hands together.
And they're the Odd Couple, teaming up and making plays.
Dude, you can be the guy.
Most nights. I'm the poo-poo king.
Oh, boy.
I want to hear what they have to say.
I'm not gonna lie, the cheeks were clinched.
Listen to The Odd Couple every weekday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
No competition, they wanna be just like me.
We love it when others say they're #1 rated sports network, because we know it's not true.
Boom, boom.
We have the real numbers. Huge, robust numbers.
It's huge.
This is a big story.
And it's all because of you.
Hey, so far so good. I think you guys do an incredible job.
The real listeners.
I'm just enjoying listening. Thank you guys for the entertainment.
We are.
Yeah.
Fox Sports Radio. The most fearless voice in sports is on FS1. The one and only Colin Cowherd is bold, unique, and outspoken.
Wow.
You can see him on The Herd, weekdays at noon Eastern on FS1 in the Fox Sports app. Back to Dan Beyer and Kerry Rhodes.
That's a wrap on the AFC Divisional playoff game as the Patriots top the Texans 28-16. New England will face Denver in the AFC title game a week from today. It'll be the first of the 2 championship games. AFC goes first, then the NFC will follow. He is Kerry Rhodes. I'm Dan Beyer. Joining us on the program now is our NFL insider, Adam Kaplan. You can see him on Inside the Birds podcast on Sports Grid. Hear him here on Fox Sports Radio. I guess it's only fitting because it's done now, meaning the Texans season, Adam. Yeah. But this was a year where they didn't have Joe Mixon from the get-go, never got him back. Woody Marks took on more of a role, didn't have much of a running game. We knew they had issues with the offensive line. Where does the Texans team go from a season like this where they fall a couple of games short of the Super Bowl?
Yeah, Dan, boy, C.J. Stroud, who had one of the best seasons for a rookie in NFL history at the quarterback position, he's had the steady decline. And now, he has this new offensive coordinator, Nick Caley, who not called plays before. And it's not been good. I was told by someone who would know that it's the pass concepts that have not been great to help Stroud. The running game, as you said, Mixon wound up not playing this season. Tank Dell was a great story of development. He didn't play this season, a devastating knee injury.
Yep.
That hurt them. Their offensive line was inconsistent. Yeah, there's something wrong with their offense. Bobby Slowick, who was a darling 2 years ago, I'm told he cannot connect with C.J. Stroud. This two did not have a great relationship, so Slowick was fired after 2 years. It's absolutely fair, Dan, to bring this up. Where are they going here? And then D'Amico Ryans has done a very good job. He's got to take a look at this. It's ultimately his responsibility to get this offense on track.
Yeah, the crazy part about that, Adam, is they have the weapons. Once Tank, if Tank can come back and he's Tank,
bad injury,
I know his was bad. Yeah, Collins and Schultz, they have enough, and then Mixon.
Yep.
They drafted, by the way, both Higgins and Noel, from Iowa State to try to give him weapons. So yeah.
No, I mean, that team. That team has some work to do, for sure. They should be. But let's talk about the other team. I mean, coming into the year, I thought New England would make the playoffs. I've said that. But to be where they are right now, I did not think that would happen.
Stunning.
So, I mean, talk about the job that Vrabel's done there.
Yeah, I just texted some of the Patriots to congratulate him, and I'm in awe of this situation. Curry, when you look at their talent level, and the way that you evaluate teams is you look for blue-chip players. They have, I would say, a lot of nice players, good players. Milt Williams, 97, came over from Philly. He's going to make $56 million his first 2 seasons with the Patriots. Nice player. He's come back well from a high ankle sprain. He's not an elite player. Now I would say this, but Carlton Davis had a nice year. He got hurt today. But Christian Gonzalez, number 0, the first-round pick, drafted by Belichick, is elite.
Stud.
He is a great football player.
Yep.
Diggs could still play, no question about it. But honestly, as you go through the roster, you kind of struggle. Remember one team source told me they were going to miss Matt Collins. journeyman receiver, won a Super Bowl with the Eagles in 17. He's on injured reserve.
Oh, wow.
But they got the job done today. The thing today is just ridiculous. I understand it was snowy, but 8 turnovers total in the game. Stroud's just awful. I agree with Troy Aikman. There had to be something wrong with his hand. That some throws just did not come out of his hand correctly.
Yeah, he played a terrible game today. But I kind of want to pivot from that game, and I want to talk about the coaching search. I know I'm probably still in Dan's thunder with this one because Dan loves the coaching stuff. But I mean, talk about Kevin Stefanski getting that job in Atlanta. I mean, obviously, I think he's a good coach in my opinion, and him going to Atlanta with the weapons they have. How do you see that working out in Atlanta?
This is what I like about Stefanski. Okay, so while the last 2 seasons he only won a total of 8 games, and obviously the quarterback situation was absolutely dreadful.
Yep.
Well, it's not like it was great for his first 4 years when he was coach of the year twice and they made the playoffs twice.
Right.
So the guy knows how to win. He understands how to manage his players pretty well. Very level-headed guy. He and Matt Ryan hail from the Philadelphia area. I don't know if they knew each other before the coaching search, which Matt Ryan kind of led, and Matt was the really one that hired him. The good thing is, from talking to people who know Ryan, he's just there to assist. He's actually Matt Ryan actually cleared this up. He's not going to make the personnel decisions. He's going to leave it up to their general manager that they're going to hire. He's going to hire the general manager, but he's going to be an overseer of everything. He's ultimately responsible for everything, but he's not going to make the day-to-day decisions on personnel, which is good. And he shouldn't, because Matt Ryan's never worked in the NFL front office. But I like Stefanski here. I like this. He's going to run a West Coast offense. They got the quarterback situation is interesting because he coached Kirk Cousins many years ago. He was on the staff with the Vikings.
Did he?
Yeah, remember, he was there then. He was on the NFC Championship team that lost in Philly in 17. If you kind of look at some of the things that's happened here, Kirk would eventually come over to the Vikings. He was there. Kevin was when Kirk was there, so for a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. I'm optimistic that they'll handle it well, but it's such a quagmire quarterback. I just don't know how they get through something like this.
But realistically, he's brought there to make sure Michael Penix works.
Yeah.
Right.
Like but it's hard. Like I'm gonna, I'll eventually talk to Kevin about this. Like what? I mean, I know he needed a job. He was looking for one. He would have had a chance to be an OC anyway. He doesn't need the money. He had time left on his extension. He had 3 years left, I believe.
Oh wow!
But yeah, you don't take that job if you don't think you could win. Now, I'll tell you, though, the overall belief on that roster, other than the quarterback situation, which is extremely shaky because of Penix, who's now suffered 4 major injuries in his last 6 years.
Oh.
Or 6 or 7 years as a football player. They've got a lot of talent on that roster.
So much.
That's a good thing.
So much.
They just underachieved, quite frankly.
Adam Kaplan, our Fox Sports Radio NFL insider, joining us. I thought Jeff Hafley to Miami was a done deal, but then he's still going to interview. Yeah, he's going to interview with the Titans, one of their finalists. What's going on with Miami, and what about those Titans finalists?
I would be shocked if he got the Titans job based on what I know. I know he's getting a second interview. Matt Nagy gets his interview tomorrow, I'm told. Matt Nagy's still the favorite. Robert Saleh, I know they're going to talk to him now that he's free. If you're a defensive-minded coach, you better have a great staff, particularly developed at Cam Ward. Because Matt Nagy, and a lot of people don't even realize this, Patrick Mahomes' best year was 2022. Nagy was his quarterback's coach. Now, I understand the offense and Kansas City's regressed, but Nagy didn't call the plays. I'm not absolving him. After that great first season, his offense was awful after he left. After that first great year in Chicago, and then they made the playoffs with Trubisky, it really cratered. So I'm a little bit. I get it. Mike Bergonzi and Matt Nagy are friends because they worked in Kansas City together. I get that, but it's just I know a lot of the Titan fans are not exactly happy if Nagy gets the job, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean, the Harbaugh situation with the Giants. There was rumors out that he was considering the Tennessee job as well. And he was kind of, I guess, weighing who was the better prospect between Jackson Dart and Cam Ward. I think he was trying to figure out that quarterback situation, which has been reported. I don't know how really was valid.
Honestly,
but, yeah.
the situation would have been the Giants in terms of overall roster construction right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind. I mean, honestly.